RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the tablet itself, build quality, specifications, and anything else I can think about, and give you just my general opinions about it. So stay tuned. So getting into it, we have a relatively small box right here, so let's just cut our way into it. Now, quickly taking a look right here, you have the model number. So this is the NP05J, 12 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigs of storage. So anyway, let's get into it. And come on. There we go. Nothing here. Got the tablet itself right here. Come on. There we go. It's a tiny little fella. So that's what she said. Oh, there we go. So this is a 9.06 inches in size. So it's a very compact little tablet. And I do have to say, I really dig the design right here. Pretty damn nice. Let's boot it up. And I'm going to set it right here below. Now below that we have our Type-C to Type-C charging cable. And the instruction. And that's about it. There's not much more to it, as you would typically expect from basically literally anything that you buy these days. Because why would you need to ever charge it, right? Okay, so I'm going to go quickly to the setup just so we can see the bezels. For me, they're relatively easy to see, but on camera that's not usually the case. So I will be quickly setting it up and turning on a light mode. I'm sorry if I offended you by saying this. Let's go quickly and get started. Very quick setup. So we go in here, hello, settings, display, boom. Now you can see the bezels. Now these are very minimal bezels for a tablet. So I do want to give them props. These look pretty damn good. This tablet looks like it's been released this year, which it actually hasn't. It's been released last year. So I'm a year late to this one, which probably should have started with that. But if you're looking to purchase this now, I'm going to approach it as buying it in 2026, at least at the beginning of it. So let's go on. So 9.06 inches in size with a resolution of 1504 by 2400 pixels. It's a pretty good resolution for a tablet. LTPO OLED display, 1 billion colors, 165 frames per second refresh rate right here, and a whopping 5280 hertz refresh rate for your touch inputs, meaning that this is, like, as far as I can tell right now, the fastest refresh rate for touch inputs. So if you just literally tap it, the device checks for any touch over 5,000 times per second and tries to adjust the display for those inputs and take action for those input as well. Now in terms of brightness, it is falling a little bit behind things like phones, but it's still a pretty damn respectable brightness for a tablet, being at 1600 nits of peak brightness. We also have a 85.8% screen to body ratio and a 313 pixels per inch density of those pixels, which generally, this is display wise really good display right here. So nothing bad so far to say about the display right here. And just again to show you maybe the brightness, this won't be actually peak brightness, but you can see it's already blowing the hell out of my camera. And if I were to, for instance, grab something like my phone, double click the flash and point it here, you can see it got even brighter. And it dimmed down. So the peak brightness usually refers to brightness that can be achieved when circumstances allow it to. And this is not a sustainable brightness. This is something that the device boosts to for a period of time, and then it will lower it down to preserve battery and the display from being damaged. It's something that only gonna be on for like maybe a minute to 5 minutes typically. Anyway, now moving on. In terms of the battery for this device, actually, considering this is a, again, relatively small device, we do have a pretty good battery, being at 8,200 milliamp hours, and furthermore, it can be charged at 80 watts, which is, when you compare to any kind of Samsung device, this is basically easily doubling that, maybe not easy, but it's basically doubling that speed that Samsung on their best device offerings would ever put. So it's pretty good. In terms of charging, we have a Type-C for that, though, like I said, no provided charger, so you need to have a charger that can at least provide 80 watts to be able to charge at this speed. And on top of that, there's one probably gimmick right here, which I do want to point out. This is a gaming device, so it's best that you know about it. If we go into the battery, we should have charge separation. Now, this is turned off, but you can turn it on. And this will be probably something that I would recommend checking out and utilizing if you plan to play on this device and have it plugged in. Charge separation will basically mean that your device only delivers power through the charging to the device itself, and it skips the battery. Now, this will help you protect the battery from just being damaged over time. Usually, if you keep your device plugged in always to charge while you're gaming, just so you don't ever have to run out of juice and worry about that, typically most devices will just continuously charge the battery, and the battery will be powering the device, and that causes the battery to degrade faster than it should, than it's needed. Here, if you enable the charge separation, that will basically be kind of not a problem, because you're just delivering power to the device itself, skipping the battery. So the battery isn't being needlessly charged for no reason. So anyway, that's pretty good. One more thing that I want to point out in terms of gaming purposes, the Type-C charging port is located a little bit higher. This is great if you're holding the device and gaming on it like so, but it's bad if you have any kind of these kind of telescopic joysticks that you need to plug into Type-C, as your device will automatically be kind of mispositioned from them, as that's basically where it is. So you could potentially flip it upside down and have the top of the display stick out a little bit higher to kind of mitigate this, but probably for best kind of weight distribution, you might be interested in those telescopic controllers that are actually connecting through Bluetooth. So then they don't have any kind of plug, and you can just place them wherever. I have one like that. It's a little bit annoying, to be fair, and to be completely like upfront, as obviously through Bluetooth you also need to charge the controller itself and the device separately, right? So something to keep in mind if you're planning to get such a device. Anyway, actually, let me quickly check if we have any kind of controller like that at the office. I'm pretty sure we did have not too long ago, so if there would be one, that would be a great time to probably showcase it. Okay, unfortunately, there isn't one, so a little bit of time wasted. Okay, so let's move on. Now, internally, this device, apart from the huge battery, has, well, this one here specifically has 12 gigabytes of RAM, but you can get this device up to 24 whopping gigs of RAM. Absolute overkill, I would say. And in terms of storage, it goes up to 1 terabyte of storage, which also subsequently includes that 24 gigs of RAM. If you want to get half a terabyte of storage, you'd be automatically getting 16 gigs of RAM, and 256 gets you 12 gigs. These are basically hard set kind of options. There's no like mix matching. So with more storage comes more RAM. Storage that it's using is UFS 4.1 Pro. Not sure what the Pro is supposed to be, but hey, I guess it's probably overclocked. And quickly checking something, while we're talking about overclocking, I can already see right here, we have a active fan right here. So this will allow you to run this device overclocked, and meaning this processor being the Snapdragon 8 Elite. You can run it overclocked, and this kind of clock can basically be sustained for longer, as it does have literally active cooling that will try to lower the temperature down. Typically, other devices don't really do this. For instance, any kind of phone or even tablets, they use passive kind of cooling. So they're basically using things like the phone's frame and the back to dissipate heat through that, opposed to having an actual fan that is trying to push air through it and just kind of help it dissipate that heat faster. And it's still going to be also dissipating it through the frame and the back of the device, as literally every device does that. So that's the processor in here. Now I would want to talk about this processor just a tiny bit. Right now, because this device is about a year old, there is a newer processor, being the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Yes, we skipped 4 generations for some reason. And there's also 8 Gen 5 without Elite. In any case, this right here is still an absolute beast of a processor that you can have in the device. And if you're wondering if you should get this or higher end processor, try to look for something that has like the Gen 5 Elite one. My general take here is, if you're planning to maybe be doing literal PC game emulations, you could probably be better off with the Gen 5 opposed to this one. But I also want to point out the Gen 8 Elite, so the first 8 Elite that came out, which is this one, is a great processor, and it actually could be more beneficial to you depending on what you're planning to do on this device, as it had some time already in the oven for developers to cook up some drivers for it. So if you're planning to do any kind of emulations or even PC gaming, this processor will have much more support at this point than the newest 8 Elite Gen 5, as it's a relatively new processor. And for gaming purposes, obviously, you would probably prefer to have games render shadows and other things, which typically with a newer processor, when the drivers aren't perfect or near good enough, you have a lot of visual bugginess, shadows, textures, just all kinds of random stuff happens. And obviously this just kind of makes the gaming much less appealing on such a processor. Now, that being said, these things will most likely be flashed out on the 8 Elite Gen 5 later on, just like this processor, when it first came out, was in the same kind of situation. The older processor was better because it already had time to have basically the drivers developed for it. And I was trying to game on this processor when it initially came out, doing emulation and stuff like that, and there was a lot of problems with it. So nowadays, it's obviously much better flashed out, assuming it's been out for, I think, over a year now. So enough time to get it to work pretty damn good with a lot of different things, which now, because of Steam and other things, we can basically chuck up gaming PC emulation to these kind of devices, and they can do it. I've seen these devices run literally GTA 5 at stable frame rate locally on the device. Not like cloud streaming or any crap like this. They're just straight up running on the tablet itself. So that's kind of what you can look for. And that would be probably one of the things that you could consider for going with the, or maybe looking for something like the Gen 5 Elite instead of this one. Obviously, with a little bit of time, it's gonna improve, and it's gonna have that additional headroom that that this one will be lacking. It is about 20% faster over this processor, so you would be getting supposedly about 20% of headroom, possibly, once the drivers are basically at the same stage that these ones are here. So something to maybe consider. But nonetheless, if you don't really care for heavy kind of gaming emulation, this processor should be doing pretty good, assuming you're not planning to throw like some like heavy emulation, maybe something like a Switch, though it should possibly be getting through Switch emulation, depending on what you want to really emulate. Any other kind of emulation, PS2 should be just solid right here, with even upscaling and so on. So these will get through this kind of task pretty damn good. Now let's move on and talk about the build quality right here. So we have aluminum back, helps. Whoops. Okay, didn't do anything. Helps dissipate heat better. So aluminum is a bit conductive. So that's the back and also the frame of the device, as it is just a one piece that is molded all around. For repairability, that kind of means that the display is glued into the front right here, so when repairing it, you just kind of rip it out. Just a heads up. Other than that, we have glass front, which doesn't really mention what kind of glass. We have IP54 dust protected and water resistant, just water splashing, not submergible in any kind of way. So again, if you're planning to shower with this device, probably not a good idea. Bath, definitely don't put it in the water. It can take just like a little bit of a drizzle of a rain on it, but any kind of submerging more liquid could potentially damage this device. And anything else to mention about this device? Actually, I do want to talk about one thing. If I can, there we go, get to it. So let's open up settings. This device is going to be running probably Android, what is it, 16? Or is it going to be here? Doesn't really say right here, so it needs to be somewhere in here. Model, no. No. Maybe status? Where the hell is Android? No. Oh, you can also extend RAM right here, which could be potentially useful if you have some kind of heavy emulation. This could obviously be beneficial to you if you want to. But anyway, let's try to maybe... No, that's the developer mode. Where the hell is the... I just searched for Android. Jesus. Oh my god, it's right. Wow, I'm just blind as hell. Android version 15. Now, I think right now we have 16 or even 17 potentially. I think it's 17 might be coming out or just around the corner. So, in any case, this should potentially actually get to Android 16. These devices usually get like 3 years, maybe 5 years of support. When you see devices that have 5 years of support, that's because European Union mandates it. So don't get fooled by them just saying like, oh, look at our gracefulness. We will be supporting this device into the future because that's how cool we are now. And that's basically the law forcing you to do this. But there's a little bit of a loophole. They only need to do that if they're planning to update the device at all, which they can just kind of release it and never update it. This one, pretty sure should be getting updated, so no worries here. It's after all ZTE, so they do tend to care for their devices a little bit. So yeah. And last thing that I do want to point out is the price of this device. Now, apparently at the release time, this device costed about 500 euros. So not super cheap device, but for what it offered, even at the release price, this would have been nice price, but I highly doubt that's correct. Let me quickly check. So let's see. Let's go to RedMagic Europe. Buy now. Okay, just selected the more expensive one. So it's 499. Is that a euro sign or the other one? Yep, that's euro. So yeah, 499 euros. So the price seems to be correct. Now, that being said, let me just quickly go back to this. Retailers, I think, are selling it for a little bit more than that. So 500 euros actually is a little bit less than what stores are trying to charge for it. So, yep, so it's about 2,100 PLN, and I'm seeing prices of 3,500 for this version right here, which is the cheapest one. Considering this costs 499 euros, I see places charging over 3 grand for it. So more than 1,000 PLN more, which is about 250, actually no, $300 US more for no reason. So if you're planning to buy this, make sure you're getting the good price for this device. It shouldn't be costing you more than 500 euros, as this is how much you can buy this device from the, or at least could have bought it officially from the RedMagic website. Now, at this point, it's sold out on their official website, out of stock, and I doubt it will be coming into stock, as this was like over a year-old device. So if anything, they're going to be most likely replacing it with a newer version of it. So that's something that you could be potentially looking for. At the moment, let's quickly check if they have anything newer, and I don't actually see tablets. No, never mind. RedMagic 10 Air. What does this offer? It's actually cheaper and smaller battery, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer. Oh wait, it's also out of stock. See, I don't think they might not have made any kind of newer devices, and at least tablets, in some time. Maybe it's not the best market. I know that they do have phones, RedMagic 11, for instance, Pro. That's basically their gaming phone lineup. And their gaming phones are also absolutely stellar. These are great devices, and they start from 699 euros, so a bit more expensive. Now, like I was saying, if you're planning to buy the tablet specifically for just having a tablet at home for gaming purposes instead of a phone, you don't care about the phone, that's fine. I gotcha. And if you're planning to buy this, make sure you don't get scammed with the price. This device retailed originally for 499 euros, and there is no reason why you should be paying for an over a year-old device more than that. So find a retailer that is trying to sell it for that much. Other than that, maybe try to wait, and hopefully, and this is just more like a fingers crossed kind of thing, RedMagic comes out with a newer, updated version of this device that would offer also a newer processor, which for the same price, if they're still planning to charge the $499, I highly recommend going for that one. If when you're watching this, this is a thing, then by all means, probably go for that instead of looking for this device. Especially that in the future, like I said, the processor will have much more flashed out drivers for gaming purposes. But anyway, I do want to still mention, for about $2,000 where I'm from, the 499 euros, this is even right now, a fantastic device. This is one that I feel like 2,000 for this, or 500 euros, is still a great price even in 2026. And this device still holds up really well till this day with the price that they wanted to charge originally. So yeah, if you're looking for it, no worries, this still will get you through. Now, one thing that I didn't talk about here, and I do want to mention, cameras, nothing really substantial. It's a gaming tablet. We have 13 megapixel wide that does 4K 30 at the back, and a 9 megapixel wide that does 1080p 30 as a selfie. Not much there. One more thing that I do want to mention, which will be important, especially for gaming, which I didn't talk about this because it was just a lacking feature and I just kind of thought about this. Do you see something missing here? Because I surely don't see any capacitive touch buttons anywhere. So, as a gaming device, you won't have these capacitive buttons that you can remap, and for tablet purposes, gaming on a tablet, this usually is a downside. So for this kind of gaming tablet, I will strongly recommend getting the telescopic controller, so you can just kind of clip it on here and have actual controller on the sides, so you don't need to deal with the touch screen instead, as there is missing triggers right here that you'd usually have on most gaming devices. And even the RedMagic tablet that I was talking about, the RedMagic 10 Air, that has these capacitive buttons. This does not. And I actually wanted to check out one more thing. The RedMagic Air had what kind of processor? I can't freaking see it. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so that was a little bit of a older processor, 8 Gen 3. So even older than what is right here. Still basically flagship level, but it's actually like 3 generations behind. So if you're planning to go for one or the other. This one probably will be better if you don't mind sacrificing the little triggers. Other than that, they're very similar in terms of what they offer. I personally probably would be going for this one if I had to pick and just buy the controller. Controller is always going to be better than dealing with the touch display and trying to game on that one. So that's what I'd recommend doing. But if you're not and you're interested in this, obviously no trigger buttons on the sides right here. So anyway, that's about everything that I wanted to say about this device, talk about it. And like I said, fantastic device. Highly recommend it if you're looking for it, if you can pick it up for the official price. And anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I'll show you how you can go through the setup process of this tiny little tablet. So, when you boot it up for the first time, you should be presented with the welcoming page where you get to choose your desired language, along with having some options for visual impairments. Let's start with the visual impairments right here. And in here we have things like fonts, so you can increase the size of the fonts, you can enable magnifying glass, you can have select to speak and talk back. So if you want to select any one of those, go for it, turn it on, and then you can go on. Now, under the language selection, we have the language and region. So, as you can see, we have right now English, United States. If I choose English from the list right here, it will give me the other suggested region. So, we have Australia, Canada, India, Ireland, UK, US, and all regions only have one region in addition, so it's a bit off. Anyway, I'm going to select US, and let's move on. Now, here we can connect to our Wi-Fi network. This step is optional and you don't need to do that if you don't want to. So I'm going to be setting it up offline. Now, because this device doesn't have any kind of SIM capabilities for mobile network, it automatically prompts me with this pop-up, set up offline, meaning because I'm not connected to a network. And by doing so, I won't be able to sign into a Google account, restore apps and data, get software updates, and automatically set up date and time. Now, this can all be changed later on, and in addition, if you're planning to restore your apps and data, I recommend other alternative methods than Google, which this is kind of catering to. Using, for instance, if you have data on your old device, then I recommend getting that data from that device using the phone switch application that this device has. It's their own kind of app that allows you to move data from old device to this one, specifically to any kind of ZTE device. And it's going to be much superior over what Google would let you do, as you have much more control over it. And yeah, anyway, we can move on. So here we have date and time. Now, because I didn't connect to network, I can set it up. If I did connect to Wi-Fi, this page would not show up. It would just skip over it. But because I didn't, I can now fix up the time if it's incorrect, or I can just not care about it, because the moment I connect to network, this will be automatically changed. Now next we have set up your PIN. Now by default it ups to a PIN, which is 4 to 6 digit PIN, but we can click right here on screen like options and choose pattern or also password. I will be choosing pattern. So I'm going to draw it once, click on next, repeat it, and confirm. And now it's set, and you can quickly check it by not adding fingerprint. Let me just... Oh, I can't lock it because it wants me to add a fingerprint. So in any case, I'm going to skip this as I don't want to add a fingerprint. But if you do, you can just select enroll. I'm going to just go back, and this actually goes forward moronically. So now if I lock the device, you can see I already have a screen lock set on here. Now here we have some Google services. I'm going to talk about these a little bit more in depth as I find them absolutely atrocious. So if you don't care about privacy, security, and all that crap, and you don't really care about this shit, then by all means skip forward. But for people that do care, I want to quickly go over these options as they are just smoke up your ass. So you can turn off things like location, scanning, sending user and diagnostic data. Now going over them before I start talking about the implications right here, we have things like, for instance, location, which uses the tablet's Wi-Fi and GPS to assess your location. Obviously, if you turn that off, it would imply that the device isn't tracking, but you would be primarily incorrect because it still is. It's only just not going to do it through GPS or Wi-Fi. It's lying by omission, obviously. Now, allow scanning automatically gets turned off with that, and that allows the device and the apps to scan for Wi-Fi networks and nearby devices, along with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth signals. Now, with that being turned off, your device doesn't actually turn off Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It never really does, I think. And it also just prevents the device from scanning for other devices. Now, if it's actually doing that, who the hell knows? But what it also is saying by, well, not really clarifying it, is that other devices can still scan for your device, as it's only preventing your device from doing so, not the other way around. So this kind of automatically will interfere with the location, because if other devices can scan for your device, then that means that they can access your location and share it, which automatically just completely blatantly disregards this option. And they might not be, restricted to the same kind of options. Similar kind of logic here as when Google basically allows you to import all your contacts to the cloud to give you access to them by basically stealing all personal data of people that have never consented to it. You, by importing someone else's contacts, are the one that is allowing for someone else's information to be shared. And for some reason, that is okay. It's like if I were talking to a stranger and said, you know what, you can steal this person's device. I don't know that guy, but you can steal it. I give you the permission. And the person just yoinks it and it's like, cool, thanks. And the other person that got just their device yoinked can't do shit about it, because I give permission. It makes no sense. It's retarded at its core. And apparently that's fine in Google's idea. Anyway. Moving on to the last one, send user and diagnostic data. Let's be honest, any kind of data coming from this device is user data. I'm using this device, therefore everything here is my data. So it's just for simplicity purposes, all user. Now, basically, again, this doesn't mean shit, and you can quickly check this by just kind of going back and dialing 911 and like emergency calls. Though here we can't really do that, because we can't really make calls on it, but on the phones you can. Phones do have the emergency call on the first page of setup, and even though you're not connected to network, don't have a SIM card in, the device is actually connected to a cell tower, which automatically violates already the sending user and diagnostic data, as by connecting to it, the tower assesses your email info of the device, and it also violates the location, as the tower has a specific location on the freaking map, and because it knows that this specific device would be connected to it, that would basically kind of interfere with this one. The only way it could not do this is by the device not connecting to it, but it is. So it completely blatantly screws up most of the options by just connecting to a cell tower and disregarding any options that you might have. And even if you turn that off, that means nothing. So sending user and diagnostic data, user data, any kind of info from this device is user data. Email, that's user data. It's your device. And by it just relaying that to a cell tower, well, that is basically disregarding this point right here. So great. Now, one last thing that is in here is the install updates and apps. Now, this one is the most egregious one, and it's the one that I genuinely despise, and I hope Motorola will be the godsend to us and actually release devices with Graphene OS, as they were planning to do something along those lines. There was like a recent info about it. Now, to what extent what they're planning to do, I have no idea, but hey, please do it as soon as possible. So, to explain this, because this explanation right here is pretty bullshit. So he tells you that you can basically uninstall updates from applications. You can do whatever updates and stuff like that for the system. Now, disregarding really what it says right here, or more like doesn't say, it just tells you that you kind of have control over updating your device, but you don't. Not really, because in the background of your device, there is a process running that is called OTA update services. I believe that's how it's called. And that abhorrent piece of shit is responsible for pushing to your device things that you might not want. Hence, one of the things that will be pushed this way is the, September update that apparently Google wants to roll out now again, which is the one that basically removes your ability to install third-party updates as long as the developers didn't pay a ransomware and signed up with or confirm with Google, which basically means that any kind of application that would allow you to do something, for instance, YouTube Revanced, right, which allows you to just play YouTube without bullshit and shitification, ads, and every other cancer-giving trash that is in there, will no longer be able to be installed because the developer won't put themselves at a crosshair by signing their identity to an application for Google to come at them with a legal lawsuit for basically allowing this. Therefore, we won't be able to install it. Hey, the application might be downloadable, but you can't install it anymore. So that is going to be something that apparently Google, again, is trying to push for. They first tried to introduce this idea in 2025, and because of the backlash, they went back on it in 2026, or at the end of 2025. And they were saying, no, you know what, chill out. We're going to not actually do this. And now they're like, psych, loser, get back. We're actually going to introduce it again. You forgot about it. We know. Now there's less people caring about it because we already tried to fuck with you before. So you're now more keen to take it up from behind. Like, it's fucking annoying. And let's put it this way. When Google introduces this, there's no reason for you to stick with Google. For things, just go for Apple. At least there you have privacy. Something that you clearly don't have right here whatsoever. Google isn't in a business of providing you with privacy. Google is in a business of actually selling it. And then giving you the restrictions that you can't install a certain application because someone didn't pay us a ransom is a cunt move. And one that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will just be done with. And that's also why I was saying I hope Motorola comes in as a savior by ditching the typical Android and giving us access to Graphene OS on their devices, which obviously will not go for that same shit. So I'm all hope for that. Now, one last thing to say, you can technically delete this OTA update services from your device, but this is also responsible for the security patches of the device. So you're kind of gaining something and losing something in a way. And this update will come to your device through that OTA updates that you have no control to actually turn off or manage what will be pushed to your device. You won't even actually get a notification that your device is being updated in reality. And for reference, this kind of bullshit already happened with Samsung, where Samsung nice fridges, the smart one that have the display that cost like $3,000, right? People bought them. They were enjoying it. They connected to the network. And then Samsung was like, haha, nice. Thanks, losers. Here is an update that we're going to introduce that is going to start giving you ads on a $3,000 fridge. How about go yourself? So anyway, if this device is already end of life cycle, which probably by the time what I was talking about is introduced, it won't be. But if for in some miracle world you manage to not get that update, skip it, then you can delete the OTA service process through like third-party applications that will allow you to view them. And again, if the device is end of life, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be getting security patches anymore, but you will be getting this garbage, which is pretty annoying that you get the downsides but not the upsides of this feature still being on your device. Anyway, let's move on, as I spent a bit of time here. Now we have privacy policy, which for Google, that means you have none. Parental control, you can set it up if you want to. I'm going to just continue on. Encryption and erasure, another bullshit kind of pop up from Google. So data encryption is enabled by default on this device. Is the data erasure through factory reset. So whatever that word is supposed to be. Basically, it tells you that you can erase data through factory reset, and the encryption doesn't really matter at that point. But by default, if you're not resetting it, you have protection. So your data is encrypted and basically secure on your device. Now, this actually doesn't mean shit. And the reason it doesn't mean shit is because, for instance, countries like UK, US, and whatever are in a business of basically violating your personal privacy and any kind of rights that you might have by just completely not requesting from court an gain access to your device. They can just do this nowadays whenever they want, through whatever backdoors that Google presents them with. And Google does do that. That's how usually you get, into the data of other people. Or UK, you get, for instance, UK, I guess, for the most part, you get from tweeting, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But what I'm getting at here, so this encryption bullshit, it means nothing if a government can access this data through whatever ways they're going to do this. So it's as equivalent as saying that you have a house where the front door is locked, but the back door isn't. And your government can just kind of, go around the building to the back and enter it. Or more equivalently, you locked the door, but the government has this separate set of keys that will open it up. So cool that your house is locked, but if people can still enter it with a key that I also have, then does it really matter if it's locked or not, if every key can unlock it? So yeah, let's just move on. Data security, device security. So this is just going back to the previous page where I skipped the fingerprint setup. You can add it here or skip it. I'm just gonna skip it. Or actually, sorry, that doesn't even give you the option to add it here, I think, right? Oh no, it does. So you can click on one of them and add them. Now next we have system navigation, and we have buttons and gestures, so you can choose whichever one you want. I do prefer gestures, so I'm going to stick with that. And this finishes up the setup. So let's click on this, and here's our home screen. So there we go. That's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So the only way to check the serial number is to open the settings. Here in this left section, let's scroll all the way down and find About Tablet. So this is the section. And here all you have to do is to tap on Model. And as you can see, the serial number is listed right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to reset camera preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app. And right here we have to open the settings, which are in the left upper corner, of course, in this configuration. So let's tap on this gear icon, and all you have to do is to simply tap on reset. As you can see, you do not need any kind of confirmation. Your device will immediately show you that the reset was performed successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off fast charging. You need to begin by launching Settings and scrolling to tap on Battery section available here. Now use this switcher next to Turbocharge to turn it on or switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's go to reset options, which are right in the not in the middle, at the very bottom. And here we've got the option reset Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So let's simply tap on it and tap on reset. And as you can see, we just successfully reset Bluetooth and Wi-Fi settings. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section let's scroll and find the display. Then let's scroll down and find screen timeout. And as you can see here, we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top, we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds. And at the bottom, the longest, which is 10 minutes. So all you have to do is to tap on the option you'd like to use. I'll pick 10 minutes. And now, after getting back, you can see that it is notified right here, which means that from now on, after 10 minutes of an activity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. First of all, go into settings and scroll all the way down right away to tap on this section called About Tablet. Now click on device name, and last but not least, type in whatever you want to. Then select Save. As you can see, after a few seconds, name of my Nubia has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and find the apps. Then let's tap on See All 54 apps, of course 54 in my case, and then tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on Reset Up Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset. So among others, disabled app notifications, default applications for actions, and any permission restrictions. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset Apps and basically this is it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to enable dark mode globally on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, we're gonna have to open settings, and in settings go to display on the sidebar, and here tap on the dark mode. And now to manually enable or disable it, just switch this toggle to either left or right. Besides, we can also enable or disable the dark mode in the quick settings menu, so swipe it down and then tap on the dark mode icon to switch on either the light mode or the dark mode. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can change this device's theme. All you need to do is tap on Settings and click on Theme and Personalization available here. Then select Themes at the top, tap on the best one for you, and when you finished, hit Apply. So now when I tap on Home button, as you can see, theme of my Nubia has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can delete a password from Password Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to click on Users and Accounts. Now tap on Open under Google. click on Google Password Manager and click on any password you wanna delete. Enter your current login method, click on Delete button and confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off auto rotation. Begin by going into Tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen and then hold this line below brightness slider and drag it down. This way you will see all of your shortcuts. Now it's time to look for Auto Rotate one, and once you find it, click on it. As you can see, mine turned blue, which means that auto rotation is on. To turn it off, tap on the same shortcut until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and find the option Security and Privacy. Then let's scroll down and find More Security and Privacy. Scroll down again and find Encryption and Credentials. Let's tap. So as you can see at the bottom of the list, we've got the option we are looking for, so Clear Credentials. Simply tap on it and tap on OK. Now let's enter your screen lock if you've got one to confirm. And as you can see, not only we've got this information, but also the option Clear Credentials is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can check a password in Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to tap on this section called Users and Accounts. Then tap on Open under Google. Click on Google Password Manager and select any password you wanna check by clicking on it. Enter your screen lock. Tap on this eye icon next to your password and this way make it visible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can change the folder. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on Apps over here. Now you need to scroll again, this time to tap on Default Apps under General and select one of those sections you wanna manage. I want to change my browser, so I have to click here on Browser App, tap on Chrome to apply it, and click on the back button. So when I do that, as you can see, my default app has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to change display color temperature on your RedMagic Astra tablet. To do that, we're gonna have to go to Settings, then in Settings, select Display on the sidebar, then go to Color Mode and Temperature. And here we can select one of the color modes, so the colorful or the standard one or the soft one. And here we can adjust the temperature by either selecting the spot on this sphere or adjusting it using the slider beneath. So we can use a warm temperature, normal temperature, or cooler temperature of the color. And that's pretty much how you do it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will show you how to fix the issue if the battery icon or the battery status isn't displaying on the status bar of your RedMagic Astra tablet. To resolve this issue, we just have to go to settings on our tablet, then go to notification and status bar menu, and here you're gonna have to scroll down to status bar icons menu and open it. Then here select battery percentage and select either display battery percentage outside of battery or display inside the battery to show the battery icon with the battery percentage in the top right corner of your tablet screen. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So before we'll start, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and then we can open the settings. Here in this left section we have to scroll all the way down to find the system, so let's tap on it, and then tap on system update, which is at the top. So now your device is checking for the updates, and basically you can meet two different scenarios. So this is the first one where your software is up to date and there's nothing to download, which is a great situation, you're good to go. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update, which I highly recommend to do. For example, due to the security reasons. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So first of all, we have to enter the recents, and depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. So if you've got the 3-button navigation, simply tap on the button with the square icon. It should be somewhere here or here. And if you've got the gestures, swipe your finger from the button to the center of your device and hold it somewhere there, like that. And here we've got the recents. So to close all of them, simply tap on this X button, tap on this X button right in the middle. And now we just came back to the home page. We can open the recents to check, and here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Sometimes it happens that your device will leave one app opened and it will not turn it off automatically for some reason. I don't know why, but all we have to do is to simply swipe it up like that to close it manually. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to check for OS updates on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, we're gonna have to open settings on our tablet and then scroll down to System and Update menu on the sidebar, select it right here, and then make sure that your device is connected to the Wi-Fi. Select System Update and let your device check for available updates. And if it finds a new update, then tap Download and Install, wait until or Update Now, and then wait until the update is downloaded and installed, and then tap Verify, and after the update is finished, you're gonna have to restart your tablet to apply changes by tapping the respective icon right here. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can clone apps. You need to begin by opening Settings and scrolling to click on Features over here. Now select App Duplicator and tap on gray switcher next to any app that's listed as available to clone, in my case Facebook. So when I do that and go back, I can see that Facebook was successfully cloned. If you wanna delete this clone, you can do that like you would any other app. Or you can go back to the same section in Settings and tap on the switcher again. Wherever you decided, confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to soft reset or actually force restart this device. So this operation will be useful if for some reason your device stopped working properly and it does not respond to your touches. So for example, you cannot swipe, you cannot open something, you cannot close something, etc. All you have to do, unfortunately it is quite easy in this device, is to press the power button, which is located right here, right there, and press it long enough until you'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. It should take approximately 10 seconds. So let me press it and keep holding. Of course, we've got this power of or restart option, but let's pretend that we cannot tap on it. So keep pressing the power button all the time. And we've got the black screen, which is a really good sign. I felt the vibration. There is a developer's logo, so I can release the fingers. And now all we have to do is to simply wait until our device will be fully powered on. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can change display refresh rate. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on Display section available here. Now scroll again, but this time click on Screen Refresh Rate. Tap on one of those to apply it. And when you finished, go back. As you can see, after that, screen refresh rate of my Nubia has changed. Quick tip, if you want to, you can also scroll all the way down in the same section and use this switcher next to Show Refresh Rate on status bar to enable or disable it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to show the battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this left section let's scroll down and find notification and status bar. Then let's go to status bar icons, and as you can see on the second position we've got the battery percentage, so let's tap. In this device we've got 4 different options. So first one is don't display battery percentage, which means that we've got only the battery indicator. The second one, we can display the battery percentage inside the battery icon. The third one, outside the battery icon, so as you can see it is a little bit more visible because it is bigger. Or do not display battery icon at all. However, after choosing this option, our device will also not show the percentage, so we do not have any kind of information about the battery. But of course, it's completely up to you which option you prefer to use. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off adaptive brightness. First of all, you can turn on or off auto brightness by going into tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen. Then click on this icon with an A on the left. And when it turns purple, that means that auto brightness is on. To switch it off, tap on the same one until it's gray. If you wish, you can also go into settings, tap on display section available here, and use this switcher next to automatic brightness to turn it on or switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to perform a factory reset operation on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, be aware that this operation will erase all data from your tablet. Therefore, if you can, then before you do that, back up all the data from your tablet to either your PC or to an external cloud. And when you're ready, go to Settings, then go to System menu, System and Update on the sidebar. Then here we're going to have to scroll down to Reset Options and then go to Erase All Data. And then confirm by tapping Erase All Data and enter your current password. Then confirm once again. And then you're going to have to wait for a couple of minutes until the factory reset operation is finished. And after the factory reset operation is finished, you will see the start of the setup screen on your tablet again. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can edit password in Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to tap on this section called Users and Accounts. Then select Open under Google. Click on Google Password Manager and tap on any password you want to edit. Enter your current login method. Hit Edit button next to the Delete one and change whatever you wish. When you finished, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can clean storage. First of all, you need to open Play Store and download free app called Files by Google from Google Developer. When it's ready, launch it. Now to use it, select Continue in the pop-up. Tap on gray switcher next to Allow access to manage all files. And finally, to clean storage, click on those three lines at the top left corner. Then select Clean. Tap on Clean next to Junk Files. And last but not least, confirm your choice by hitting Clear in the pop-up. So when I do that, as you can see, storage of my Nubia was successfully cleaned. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section, let's scroll down and find the apps. Now let's scroll all the way down to find the option Special App Access, and here find the option which is called Install Unknown Apps. And right here we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. So let's pretend I'd like to download the app from Chrome, so from a browser. So all we have to do is to find it in the list and tap on it, and then tap on the switcher next to it. After getting back, you can see that the Chrome is now allowed to install something. Be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, the sources aren't verified, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk, so remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can always remove previously granted permissions, just tap on the app and tap on the switcher, and now the Chrome is not allowed to install anything. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off location. First of all, go into Tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen, and then hold this line below brightness slider and drag it down. This way you will see all of your shortcuts. When you're ready, look for location 1 and click on it. As you can see, mine turned gray. That means that location is off, but you can always switch it on by tapping on the same shortcut until it's purple. If you have a bit more time though, you can always go into Settings, scroll to click on Location section, available here, and use this switcher next to Use Location to turn it off or switch it on. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can manage vibration settings. Start by opening Devices Settings and scrolling a tiny bit to click on Sound and Vibration. Now you can tap on Vibrate at the top in the middle if you want to mute your device completely, leaving only vibrations. If you don't, select Ring, or to mute it without vibrations, Silent. When you finished, scroll all the way down to tap on More Sound Settings at the very bottom. Over here, you can click on Haptic Feedback and decide if you want to turn on or off haptic feedback for taps, keyboard, and more by clicking on this switcher. If you decided you do want to enable it, you can adjust intensity thanks to this slider. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in split screen view. Begin by selecting an app you want to use in this view and launching it in the background like that. Now click on this icon of the rectangles at the top right corner of it and select the second app. Then enjoy using both at once. If you wanna go back from this view, you can either go back into the background and swipe them like you would any other app, or hold those three dots in the middle to drag one of your apps all the way to the right or to the left. In case you are using your tablet in a different orientation, swipe all the way up or all the way down. Either way, so when I swipe, I can tap on Home button to close the remaining app. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change the top panel style on this device. So if you're not the biggest fan of the style where you've got the top panel divided into two sections, so when you will swipe your finger from the right top, you will open the panel with the icons that you can manage, and in the left where you've got the notifications, we can change that. It's quite easy, so you will be able to simply swipe right in the middle and you will open both sections at once. So all you have to do is to open the settings. And right here in this left section, we have to scroll and find the option notification and status bar. Then here, let's scroll down and go to the top panel style. Let's tap on it. So as you can see here, we've got two options. Right here, we've got this one applied. As I said, here we've got the control center and the notification panel. And if you wish, you can simply choose this first option, which means swipe down from top. And now we've got both in the same section, let's say. So here you've got the control center and under it you've got the notifications. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all text correction options. First of all, go into settings and scroll all the way down to tap on this section called System and Update. This way you can click on Keyboard, on-screen keyboard here, and finally Gboard. Last but not least, click on Corrections and Suggestions to manage all of those options however you want to, thanks to those switches. Quick tip, when you scroll down a tiny bit, you can enable this option called Suggestion Strip. This way, when you access your keyboard, you can click on gear icon at the top of it to access those settings right away. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to change DPI settings on your RedMagic Astra tablet. To do that, we're gonna have to access the settings menu and then go to display on the sidebar. Now here in the display menu, we're gonna have to check out these two sub-menus. So the font and the display size. So in the font, we can change the font size by moving this slider at the top, making it larger by moving the slider to the right, or smaller by moving it to the left. And we can also change the font weight by moving the slider to the right, making it bolder, or thinner by moving it to the left. And then to apply changes, just leave this menu. And for the display size, we can choose one of the three available display sizes. So the smallest one, the default, and the largest. And once again, to apply the changes, just leave this menu and they will be instantly applied. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required to download anything, and then we can open the Play Store. Of course, you will be able to follow my steps if you've got your Google account added to the device. You can do it right now after entering the Play Store, or you can check our tutorial of how to do it if you don't want to do it on your own. Alright, so here we are in the Google Play Store. Let's tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is basically your account. Then let's tap on Manage Apps and Device, and here tap on Updates Available. So as you can see, this is the list of all updates pending, and basically it's up to you what you would like to do here. So you can either tap on Update All, and your device will simply download all of the updates, they will be applied, or you can simply find the app that you'd like to update and tap on this update icon next to it. So I'll update this one, maybe this one, and this one. So let's go to the top, and as you can see, our device will immediately download the updates, and after that they will be automatically applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can set up screen lock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again, this time to tap on Device Unlock, and tap on Screen Lock right away. Finally, you can pick one of those login methods, pattern, PIN, or complex password. Tap on the best one for you and create it. If you made a mistake, don't worry, hit clear at the bottom left corner and redo it. Then choose next at the bottom right one. Repeat it to confirm it and tap on confirm. So when I go back, switch off my tablet and turn it back on, icons that pattern is required. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So first of all, we have to open the browser. In my case it will be Google Chrome, but no worries, this operation is pretty similar in all of the browsers which are commonly used, so I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. So now all you have to do is to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner, and here go to Delete Browsing Data. So here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies, cache, and other site data. You can change the time range right here from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 4 weeks, or even all time, and then tap on Delete Data. However, if you'd like to remove some advanced browsing history, tap on More Options, because they are not marked automatically, and here you've got them, so saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. If you wish to remove something, just make sure that it is marked, so I will remove everything. The time range at the top, again you can change it, and tap on Delete Data. And we just got back to the home page. We've got this information, which means that we just successfully removed saved history. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off autocorrection. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. This way you can access this section called System and Update. Following that, click on Keyboard, on-screen keyboard here, and then Gboard. Now tap on Corrections and Suggestions to use this switcher next to autocorrection. Thanks to it, you can switch it off or turn it on. Quick tip, if you decided you do want to use autocorrection, click on it on the left, and this way get access to this option called Undo Autocorrect on Backspace. Personally, I always recommend to at least try it because it's making using autocorrection even better. But if you won't like it, you already know where to switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode, so make sure that the photo is highlighted. And now all we have to do is to take a look at this option bar on the left, at least in this configuration. And on the third position from the top, we've got the timer, so just tap on it. So in this device we've got 4 different options, so off, 3, 5 and 10 seconds delay. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll pick 10 seconds delay. As you can see, the icon will change slightly. Right now it indicates that we've got the timer set, which is great because we can quickly check whether we've got the timer applied or not. We will not be surprised. So now all you have to do is to tap on the shutter button, and from now on our device will count down from 10, 5 or 3, depending on which option you've chosen, and after that time it will take a photo. And of course, if you'd like to turn off the timer, simply tap on this icon again and then tap on off. And from now on, your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to take a scrolling screenshot on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, we're gonna have to open a longer page on our tablet, for example, the Google Chrome main page, which has lots of articles on it. And now let's take a screenshot in a regular way by pressing the power button and the volume down buttons at the same time. Then tap the scroll capture icon beneath the screenshot, and the screenshot will start to scroll down. Now if you want to pause scrolling, just tap on the screenshot, then tap done, and then you'll be able to adjust the size of your screenshot by dragging the sides and the corners of the selection, and then save the screenshot by tapping the save icon. And the screenshot can be found in the Photos application. So if we go to Photos, then we go to On Device, we'll be able to find our long screenshot right here. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off app notifications. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling to tap on Notification and Status bar. Now select App Notifications at the top and select All Apps at the top left corner of this section. This way you can sort your apps to see all apps on your tablet, apps with most recent notifications, with most frequent notifications, or apps with notifications already disabled. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, use those switches next to your apps to block notifications from them, or gray ones to switch them back on. Quick tip, you can also tap on any app on the left and use this switcher next to all notifications to turn them off or switch them on, but also check out all of those notification options only for chosen app. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it using Bluetooth. First of all, go into Settings and tap on Bluetooth section right away. Now to activate it, use gray switcher at the top right corner, and then wait for available devices to show. When they do, tap on the one you want to connect to, and wait for the pop-up. Now you can click on this icon here if you want to enable or disable allow access to your contacts and call history, and then select pair. Now you need to wait for the other device to accept your connection request, or in case of trying to connect to another tablet or to a smartphone, accept it manually on the second device. As you can see, my devices were successfully connected. To manage connection to any device, use gear icon next to it, and check out all of those options, including forget. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can check all specifications of this device. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called DevCheck Device and System Info from Flartu Developer. Not sponsored, by the way. When your app is ready, launch it, and thanks to it, learn all the information about your device's dashboard, hardware, system, battery, network, apps, camera, and even sensors. Quick tip: when you go into Dashboard section, scroll and click on all of those options here, not only to learn all the information from the pop-up, but also if you want to find something within your tablet, all you need to do is click Settings at the bottom right corner of each one, and get transferred to this place in your device's settings right away. It also works when you click on gear icons at the top right corners of those sections, like operating system. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to enable DTS-X Ultra Spatial Audio on your RedMagic Astra tablet. To enable this feature, we're gonna have to go to Settings, then scroll down to Sound and Vibration menu on the sidebar and open it, and then scroll down to DTS Sound and select this option. To enable DTS Sound, just switch the toggle to the right next to this DTS Sound feature, and then you can manually select the headphone type if you tap on the headphone type and switch the Smart selection to one of the available options on the screen. Or you can select the audio device by model, and if you don't see your headphones here, tap Add Headphones, then select your brand of one of the supported brands, so we can use over-ear headphones or earbuds, and then select the ones that we are using that support DTS-X sound. Besides, in the DTS Sound menu, we can select the type of content that we want to play, or just stay with Smart selection and let AI choose for us according to respectfully to the sound that we are playing on this tablet. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will show you how to open applications in a floating window on your RedMagic Astra tablet. So first of all, we're gonna have to open the application that we want to put into the floating window mode, and not applications support this feature, but for example we can use our browser now to put it into the floating mode. We're gonna have to either drag it up and then drag it to this icon to put it into the floating window. Then we can tap on this icon and move the application by dragging this blue bar on top of it. We can minimize the application by tapping the minus icon, and then we can get it back on the screen. We can put it into full screen mode by tapping right here. And now the other way to put your application into floating window is by opening the Recents tab, and then tapping this three dot icon in the top right corner of your window and selecting Mini. And this will also open your app in a full window. We can also drag the sides and the corners to resize the window. And to close it, just tap this X icon in the top right corner of the screen. And this way you can open up to 3 applications on your screen. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can set up Face Unlock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Then scroll again, and this time tap on Device Unlock. Scroll one more time, and if you don't have screen lock, you need to set it up here. Without it, you won't be able to add your face data. With screen lock on, click on Fingerprint and Face Unlock, enter your current login method, and choose Face Unlock section under Ways to Unlock. Then hit Done at the bottom. Choose Create Now, keep your face in frame and follow all of the instructions from your screen. Now manage all of those options however you want to, and when you finished, go back. So when I switch off my screen and turn it back on, I can see that Face Unlock is working properly, so all I need to do is swipe up to unlock my tablet. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. Then let's scroll down and localize build number, which is right here, and now keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. If you've got any kind of screen lock, simply enter it to confirm the whole step, and now we can go to the system. So tap on System, and here we've got the developer options, so let's tap. So right here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. So for example, you can show view updates, you can change window animation scale, show pointer location, etc. So to turn on the feature, you have to simply tap on the switcher on it, and it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way, and if you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. So basically it works just like in the regular settings. If you'd like to turn off the developer options, simply tap on the switcher which is pinned to the top of the screen next to Use Developer Options, and your device needs to be restarted to fully turn off developer options. So just tap on Restart, and then your device will be powered on and the developer options will not be visible on the list. I don't want to do that. However, obviously, if you will turn them off, you can turn them on quickly just by going back to the build number and keep tapping on it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode. So first of all, let's tap on the video. So just tap on this option. If it is highlighted, if you can see the red color inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. So now we can change the video resolution for the rear camera just by tapping on this settings icon in the left upper corner. Of course, in this configuration of the device. And here at the top we've got the video resolution. So let's simply tap on it. And in this device we've got three different options. So 4K, Full HD, and HD. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll pick this one, and as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on our device will use the chosen resolution whilst recording a video. What is interesting, you can also change the video resolution for the front camera. So to do that, we have to tap on this, let's say, changing icon. So we have to switch between the cameras. Right now the front camera is active, and again enter the settings. And as you can see here, we've got the video resolution, which is not set to the 4K like in the rear camera. In this section, we've got only two available options, so HD and Full HD. So just tap on the option that you'd like to use, and again, it will be immediately applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it to printer. You need to begin by opening settings and tapping on connected devices right away. When you're ready, select connection preferences and then click on printing. Now it's time to tap on the footprint service or any other service you have and wanna use. Don't worry, they all turn on the same way, so tap on yours and make sure this switcher is on. Then wait. Your device is now looking for a printer, and when it finds one, it will connect to it. If you're having some issues, you can always enable print service and wait for three dots to appear at the top right corner. Click on them, select Add Printer, and if your printer supports Wi-Fi direct printing, use gray switcher here. Now you need to tap on Allow in the pop-up for it to work. Click on Find Wi-Fi Direct Printers and let your tablet search for yours. You can also tap on Add Printer by IP address, import it here and connect manually by tapping on Add. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to set up face unlock recognition on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, we're gonna have to open settings on our tablet and then swipe down the sidebar to security and privacy menu. Here we're gonna have to select device unlock and then select screen lock to enroll a screen lock, but if you have already done that, then go to fingerprint and face unlock, enter your password or pattern, then select face unlock, tap done. And now before we add a face model, let's make sure that the frontal camera of the tablet is clean and smooth, and the lights in the room are properly adjusted. Make sure that you can clearly see your face in the camera, and make sure that the lights are facing you and not your device's frontal camera. Tap create now and then position your face in the circle. Make sure to keep your head within 20 seconds, 20 to 50 centimeters away from your camera, and just to look directly at the camera, turning your head slightly for better facial recognition. And now, once the face is enrolled, we can lock the device and try to unlock it using our face model. So just look at your device's screen after pressing the power button and let it verify your face. Then swipe up to unlock. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use keyboard clipboard. You need to begin by launching your keyboard and tapping on clipboard at the top of it. Now activate it thanks to this switcher at the top right corner, and go back thanks to this arrow at the top left one. Following that, to use clipboard, copy or cut any text, and when you're ready, click on it at the top of your keyboard. If you want to paste it later on, click on clipboard and tap on your text here. If you want to paste it after an hour though, you need to pin it or it will disappear. To do that, hold it and click on pin in the pop-up. You can unpin it the same way. To delete anything from clipboard, you can swipe it to the right, swipe it to the left, or hold it and use the delete button. You can also pin it and delete it by clicking on this pen at the top right corner, selecting whatever you want to from your clipboard and operating those two options. If you want to disable clipboard completely, use the same switcher as before. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to add or remove a Google account in this device. So let's start with opening the settings. Of course, make sure that you've got the internet connection. It is crucial for this operation. And in the settings, we have to scroll all the way down to find the option Users and Accounts. So as you can see, I've got my Google account added. So let's start this video with removing it. So all you have to do is to tap on the account and tap on Remove Account. Tap on Remove Account again. Tap on OK to confirm and enter your screen lock to confirm everything. And as you can see, our Google account will immediately disappear. And to add the account, you have to simply tap on Add Account and choose Google. Make sure that you've got the internet connection, just a reminder, and enter your screen lock to confirm everything. So here in this step, we can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it, but not this one, maybe this one, and tap on Next. So right here, we have to enter the password. So just do it and then tap on Next. Here we've got Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, so we can tap on them to learn more and then tap on I agree after reading. So here we've got the backup info, and now we can decide whether we want to use the backup or not. I don't want to do it, so let me just tap on Don't Backup. But to be honest, I highly recommend to do that, to simply back up your data. And as you can see, we just successfully added our Google account to this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to transfer files on your RedMagic Astra using USB 3.2 Generation 2. So, first of all, we're gonna have to connect the tablet to a PC using a high-speed data cable. So let's insert one side of the cable into the tablet and the other one into the PC. Then we're gonna have to swipe down the notification shade and find the USB notification here. Now expand the USB options and change the charge only option to media device MTP. And then on our PC, let's enter the File Explorer and let's refresh the File Explorer main page. Here we're gonna find the RedMagic Astra tablet, and here we can use any of these two options, so either browse by path or browse by category. For example, let's go to category, then here we can go to pictures, screenshots, and here we'll be able to find screenshots that we made on our device. Then we can basically grab them from here and drag to any folder on our computer, or we can transfer any file from our computer to our tablet. And thanks to the USB, to the speeds of this USB, the transfer will be as fast as it is possible. And so yeah, that's basically it. So when you're done, just disconnect the cable from the tablet, and that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to activate automatic software updates on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Right here at the top we've got the system update, so let's tap, and here tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on settings, and here we've got three options that are connected with the automatic update. So the most important one is this one at the very top. So all you have to do is to make sure that it is marked, now it is active, and thanks to it your device will automatically check for the updates when it is connected to the network. The second option, auto download, is also crucial because also make sure that it is turned on. It should be automatically powered on when you will use auto update. So this option will make sure that your device will not only check for the updates but also download them immediately after finding the new update, which is also crucial. And to be honest, in my personal opinion, I also highly recommend to use this option. So the third one, make sure that it is marked, so use all of them, because your device will not only automatically check for the updates, it will automatically download them, but also it will automatically install them at night time. So usually the time that you're not using your tablet, obviously if it will detect that you're using it, it will just postpone the update, but usually it happens between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. which is the best option, because you will simply wake up with the full new version of your device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll all the way down to find the option system. In the system we have to find date and time, so the fourth option. And now we can freely change the date and time. However, as you can see, those options are inactive. It is obviously because we are using the automatic time. So first of all, just tap on the switcher here, and now you can freely tap on date and change the date just by swiping. First of all, the day, then a month and a year, and tap on OK. It will be immediately applied. The same situation with the time, first of all hour and then minutes. Tap on OK. Here we can select the time zone. Just tap on the time zone, tap on the region, and here we've got full list of available regions, so find yours and then tap on it. It will be immediately applied. Let's go back. And here we can also change the time format, and this is the only format that we can change. So for example, we cannot reorder the month and day and year, only the time. So we can either use local default, which is more or less automatic, or we can use 24-hour format just by keeping this option turned on, or 12-hour format right here. So it's of course up to you which option you prefer. And this is the whole manual customization of date and time. Of course, you can go back to all previous settings just by tapping on the switcher at the top to set date and time automatically. Obviously, I believe that you will have to change the time zone manually, as we do not have the switcher for that. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to connect a Bluetooth gaming controller to your RedMagic Astra tablet. So, first of all, we're gonna have to put our controller into the pairing mode, and this is done differently on various controllers. But if you're using a DualSense controller, to put it into pairing mode, you're gonna have to press and hold the PS button and the create button at the same time. Hold them down until the lights of your controller start throbbing like this. Then you're gonna have to swipe down the control center on your tablet, go to the Bluetooth menu, go to more settings, and locate your controller in available devices. Then you're gonna have to tap on it, wait until it's paired, and then confirm by tapping pair. And right now the controller is connected to your tablet. Now, if it's an Xbox controller, then you're gonna have to first turn it on by pressing the Xbox button in the middle on this panel of your controller, and then hold down the pairing button until the lights start throbbing on your controller, and then locate it in the available devices list in your Bluetooth menu and tap on it to pair with it. And if you want to disconnect your controller, you're gonna have to tap the gear icon next to it, then tap OK. No, just tap on it, and this way you will disconnect from it. And if you want to unpair it, you're gonna have to tap on the gear icon and then select forget, and this way you will unpair this controller from your tablet. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's begin with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever. Just have the keyboard on the screen. And now we have to take a look at this option bar right there. Right here you should find the settings. So this gear icon, let's tap on it. At the very top you will have the languages, so just tap on Add Keyboard. And here we've got the full list of available keyboards from which we can choose. So let me scroll and find English and tap on it. Of course we can choose the region, so let me choose this one. And now we can choose the keyboard layout. So the number of keyboard layouts, it depends on the specific language. So sometimes you will have only one, and sometimes even up to 7 different keyboard layouts. So just mark the option that you'd like to use, and then tap on Done. And as you can see, the language has been immediately applied to the list. And before I'll show you how to remove the previous language, I'd like to show you how to use the keyboard with 2 or more languages added. So here we've got the hint now in a different language, but basically the whole idea is that we've got the globe icon, thanks to which we will be able to change the language. So simply tap on it, and we've got English applied. Moreover, the spacebar, it's not empty anymore in this situation. We've got the name of the language we are currently using, which is extremely useful, especially in the situation when the keyboard layouts are quite similar between different languages. Alright, so to remove the language, we have to open the settings again. And here in this languages section, just tap on this edit icon in the right upper corner. Mark the language that you'd like to remove and tap on the trash bin icon. And we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me I have the RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into recovery mode. Okay, so to get started, you will need to first turn off your device, so just hold the power button. And from the boot options, we're gonna select power off twice. There we go. Now, when the device turns off, you want to hold the power button and volume up at the same time. So let me just grab it in hand. That's gonna be a little bit easier for me. So both of these buttons, and you can let go of the power button when the logo shows up on the screen. So there's the logo. I'm going to let go of the power button. I'm still holding volume up. And you can see this takes us to the recovery mode. Now in here, to navigate up or down, as you can see the first option is selected with the blue, and touch screen doesn't work here, you will need to use the volume button. So volume up will go up, though it's already at the highest position. So for instance, volume down, if I start clicking it, you can see it scrolls down. And there we go. So that's how you select each one of these options, and the power button will be used to confirm whatever is selected. Now going over the options that we have access to, we have reboot system, which takes us back to Android. Wipe data consists of only factory reset. There we go. So I'm going to go back. Then we have power off, and under advanced options, we have safe mode. And we have recovery logs, and back to the previous page. So I'm going to go to that one. And I'm just going to now select reboot system to get back to Android. And there we go. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can add a password to Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to tap on Users and Accounts. Then select Open under Google and click on Google Password Manager. Now you can select Add Password at the top right away. If you can't see this option though, that means that you never added a password before. To add them manually, you need at least one, so to fix it, hit Settings on the left and make sure Offer to Save Passwords is enabled. Then go back. Leave settings open in the background if you want and log in into any website or any app that requires an account. Wait for the pop-up to show. When it does, click Save and then go back to Settings to tap on Google Password Manager again. As you can see, my password was successfully added. When you do that too, you can finally tap on Add Password and add any other ones manually. At the top, type in any website, or choose Select App and click on a chosen one. Then enter your username, email or phone number, password, and even take some helpful notes. When you're ready, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use voice typing. You need to start by launching your keyboard. Now click on the microphone icon at the top right corner, and if it's not visible, select this gear one first. Then click on voice typing on the left and enable it thanks to this switcher. You can also click on this one next to emojis on toolbar to turn it off or switch it on. Whatever you decided, when you're done, after enabling voice typing, use this microphone. Click on while using the app in the pop-up and start typing. As you can see, voice typing is on. If you want to stop, you can pause or use the same microphone. And now my favorite part. Click on your microphone and select tiny icon that will appear right next to it. Then hit next. Select done and enjoy using voice typing from this toolbar. If you want to delete text on the go, use this button with an X. If you want to add emojis, you will see this icon here if you enabled it in the settings I showed before. To close emojis keyboard, click at the top right corner of it. By tapping on this icon on the left, you can manage those settings. If you want to move your toolbar, just hold it and drag it. And to go back to standard keyboard, use this keyboard icon also on the left. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can operate apps permissions. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again, this time to click on Privacy Controls. And from here, select Permission Manager. Following that, select any feature you want to manage. Let's go with Camera. And tap on one of your apps under one of those sections. In case of camera, it's allowed all the time, allowed only while in use, or not allowed. Let's go with Chrome from not allowed one. To manage this permission, you can click on one of those options to apply the best one for you. In this case, camera access for this app, allow only while using the app, ask every time, or don't allow. I will go with the first one, so when I click and go back, I can set Chrome gained access to my camera while I'm using my browser. But what most people miss is that you can click on any feature just to find an app you wanna manage. I can see that contacts have a lot of them, so I will click here, scroll to access, for example, my Facebook, and instead of applying all of those options, in this case allow or don't allow, tap on tiny text, see all permissions. This way you can manage all of those only for chosen app the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section, let's scroll down and find the option Digital Wellbeing and Parental Controls. So as you can see right here, we've got the graph which will show us for how long we've been using this device today. In my case, it is 1 hour and 43 minutes, and most of the time I've spent on the settings than camera. We can also check the unlocks and notifications count. You can tap inside the graph and you will be transferred to the dashboard where you can check the screen time in particular days of the week. You can compare them. You can change the screen time to notifications received and times opened. And you can also scroll down and check the time you've spent on specific apps. Moreover, you can tap on the app, for example, the camera, and again you've got the dashboard, but this time it is tightly connected with this one app. So this is how to check the details regarding the screen time. However, here we've got also ways to disconnect. I will not discuss all of them, maybe app limits. Basically, after tapping on this option, we are transferred to the list of apps that we are using, that are installed on this device. And let's pretend I'm spending too much time on the camera. So let's find it and then tap on this hourglass icon next to it. Now we can set the app limit. So now if I will set it for 30 minutes, it means that I can use it for half an hour during a day. And after that time, the app will be blocked. The limit will reset at midnight, and tomorrow I can use it for 30 minutes again. We can also set it for 0 minutes. Tap on OK, and as you can see, it will be immediately blocked. After getting back, it is grayed out, and after trying to open it, I've got this information that the timer ran out. And obviously, it is not the perfect solution. However, I think it is worth trying, especially if you feel that you're using the specific app for too long. Of course, you can turn it off just by tapping on Settings and tap on this trash bin icon next to the app timer. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, and then swipe down again to extend the list of visible toggles. Somewhere in here, you should have your Do Not Disturb mode. Now, if you don't see it, just like it might mean that we need to add it ourselves, and we can do so by clicking right here on this pencil. Scroll down to this list right here, and I can already see right here, Do Not Disturb mode. Once you see it, I can hold it, and the text right here will change. So there we go. When it does, you can drag it above, drop it, go back, and you can see it's now added. So from here, once it's in here, you can either tap on it to immediately turn it on, or you can also hold it, and this will quickly take you to the settings. Though the settings here, calling it settings is generous. We can set up a schedule, and we can choose what kind of messages we'll receive or from who. So that's not too much of an option. So anyway, once you set it all up, you can close this up. Now if you're planning to use the schedule mode that was right here, just make sure that it is toggled on like so. And you can create multiple. But for everyone else who wants to use it manually, just find the toggle, tap on it, and you're good to go. Now once you're done using it, you can then tap on it again to turn it off. And you will need to remember about it, as the Do Not Disturb mode does run indefinitely by default in the background till you turn it off. So obviously try to remember about it. Or set up a schedule that will run every single day for maybe just like a single minute, sometimes throughout the day, to toggle it off. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to enable the Google backup on this device. So let's begin with making sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required, and then we can open the settings. Here in this left section, scroll all the way down to find the system. And here, let's go to backup. So as you can see, we will be immediately transferred to the section where we can sign in or create a Google account. So just tap on next. And good news are that if you've got the Google account added to the device, it will appear somewhere here. So all you have to do is to simply tap on it to confirm that you want to use this account as the backup one. If not, you have to add it right now, just like I have to. So let me just tap on this plus icon. Of course, enter the screen lock to confirm everything. And here in this step, you can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. And tap on next. Right here, we have to enter the password. So just do it and then tap on next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. And as you can see, we just successfully added our Google account, so just tap on it. And now we can decide what kind of data we'd like to backup. So either photos and videos or other device data. Mark the option that you'd like to use. I'll pick only this one and tap on confirm. As you can see, we just successfully added the backup account. So now we can go to other device data or photos and videos. It depends which option you've chosen. And here we can check some further details, like for example, how much space you've got left. You can manage the storage. So for example, remove some unnecessary files. Under it, we've got backup details, and here advanced settings, and I highly recommend to keep this option turned off. So to finish everything, to start the backup, simply tap on backup now. Of course, confirm everything with your screen lock, and now your device is backing up the data. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to wipe cache on your RedMagic Astra tablet. So your tablet lacks a specific dedicated wipe cache partition feature, which is oftenly available in recovery mode. So you don't need to even try to access this mode. But if you want to free up some space on your device, use the cleanup application that is pre-installed on your tablet. Just enter this application, and here you'll be able to find the junk files that you can clean up in one tap. You can also clean up images like similar ones by selecting them and deleting them. And if you want to clean up your cache, then you're gonna have to go to the app data, then select the application in which cache you want to wipe, and then scroll down to storage and cache for this application and select clear cache. And this way you can wipe the cache from the applications on your tablet. Besides, we can also do that by going to settings, then on the sidebar select apps, and then select the application which cache you want to wipe, then select storage, clear cache, and this will do the job. And besides, your device has a built-in optimizer which activates every time you enter game mode, or you are when you're starting a game. And that's and you can also enable it manually by starting a game and entering the overlay of your game and selecting optimize. And this way you can wipe cache on your tablet. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can change and customize your keyboard's theme. Begin by launching your keyboard and tapping on this icon of a color palette at the top of it. Then scroll and use all of those icons at the top right corners of all of those sections to see all available ones. When you find the best one for you, click on it. Manage keyboards thanks to this switcher to switch them off or turn them on, and when you're ready, hit apply. So when I do that, as you can see, the theme of my keyboard has changed. If you wanna customize it though, go back to the same settings and tap on plus icon under my themes. Now click on a photo you wanna apply as your new keyboard's background. Pinch it to scale, drag it to move, and hit next. Adjust brightness by swiping left or right. Hit done. Manage keyboards and tap on apply. If you want to manage any of your themes in the same section of your settings, you can click on one of your downloaded ones, only to delete it from here by tapping on this pin at the top right corner and tapping on yes after that, just to get rid of it from this section, because you can always download it again by clicking on it here. To edit or delete one of your custom ones though, after tapping on it, you can either select bin icon, click on yes, or tap on this pen one to make your changes. Tap on next, select save, and make sure to tap on apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to add the fingerprint to this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section let's scroll and find security and privacy. Then let's scroll and find device unlock and find fingerprint and face unlock. If you've got any kind of screen lock, you need to enter it to confirm the whole step. If not, you have to add it right now. Your device won't allow you to add the fingerprint without it. So just choose the pattern pin or password, enter it, and of course remember it. And then we will be transferred to this fingerprint section. So just tap on fingerprint. Here we've got the privacy data security statement. So just tap on done and tap on register. So here we've got the whole instruction, what we need to do, and we have to put our finger on the sensor, which is located on the power button of this device. So on this left side, I mean in this configuration, we've got it right here. So let me just, okay. So let me put my finger on it. And now we have to do it multiple times in order to add the fingerprint fully. So try to catch every part of it for better recognition. We have to just put your finger on it and then adjust the position of the finger. Okay, just tap on OK to confirm. If you want to, you can use the face unlock. I don't want to do it, so let me go back. And this is the fingerprint section. That's the fingerprint we just added. We can rename it or remove it. We can add another fingerprint. As you can see, we can have up to 5 different fingerprints. And here are the functions, so you can decide what you want to do with this fingerprint. So you can wake up and unlock your device, unlock method, so you can change it. You can either touch the power button or press the power button. Up to you. Access and control apps, private space, and simple touch. So you can bound the app to the specific fingerprint, which is also cool. Alright, so now let me lock the device and let's check if it's working. So let me put my finger on the sensor. And as you can see, the device is unblocked, which means that we just successfully added the fingerprint. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to set up the fingerprint lock on your RedMagic Astra tablet. To do that, we're gonna have to open Settings, then scroll down to Security and Privacy on the sidebar, open this menu, and then we're gonna have to add a device unlock method. Now, before we can use a fingerprint lock, we're gonna need to add a screen lock. So let's choose a screen lock, then select the preferable screen lock type. For example, I prefer this pattern type. So let's enter the pattern twice and tap confirm. And then let's go to fingerprint and face unlock, enter your pattern or password, then select fingerprint, tap done at the bottom, and then let's select register. And before we start enrolling a fingerprint, let's make sure that our side button or the power button is clean and smooth. So wipe it carefully with a piece of a microfiber cloth or just a dry towel. And right now we can start pressing it with our finger. Just tap start enroll at the bottom and then start placing your finger, the middle of your fingertip that you're going to be using to unlock your device, right on this button. And then once you feel the slight vibration, lift your button up and then place it slightly differently. So use a slightly different position of your fingertip. And this way, proceed until this icon is until this image is completed. Then use your fingertip edges to make sure that we enroll the fingerprint properly. And when you're ready, tap OK. And from now on, we are ready to use our fingerprint lock to fingerprint unlock method. So let's lock the screen of the device, and then let's press the fingerprint on the power button to unlock it. So you don't even have to press the power button itself, just place your fingerprint on it. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can operate voice recorder. First of all, you need to find voice recorder app that's already on your tablet and click on it. Then before recording, click on those three dots at the top and select settings from this pop-up. Now you can adjust all of those however you wish, especially if you want to use voice to text. Enable it here if it's not already on, and tap on voice to text language to pick your own. With all of those options managed, you can click on voice to text here to enable or disable it during recording, and use this button to start. As you can see, recording is on. To pause it or unpause it, use middle button. To add a bookmark, click on the left one, and to add a photo mark on the farther left, this one with a camera. Click on while using the app, snap your picture, discard it thanks to this X or add it thanks to this check mark. To finish your recording, hit done on the right. Then name it and tap on save. As you can see, mine was successfully created. Click on it on the list and tap on play button to listen to it. You can tap on view tag here to see all of them, and even add tags now while listening. You can also enable or disable skip silence, pick speed of your recording, and my favorite one, edit it. Click on scissors icon and decide which portion you want to manage. Then hit Trim, name second version, edited one of your recording, and tap on Save. You can also manage it thanks to those three dots at the top right corner, or by holding it on the list and operating all of those, like Delete. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into safe mode. So, to get started, you will want to turn off your device. So we're going to hold our power button, and from the boot options, you just simply want to select power off. Now the tablet will turn off, and when it does, you then want to hold your power button and a volume up at the same time. Now you can let go of the power button when the RedMagic logo shows up, and this takes us to the recovery mode. Now in here we do need to use volume buttons to navigate, as for instance tapping on these options doesn't do anything. So press volume down, which will navigate down, and then confirm it with the power button. And you can see there is safe mode, so we're just going to press power button once more as it's already selected. And this will boot us now into the safe mode. Wow, that was quick. So you can see now we're in safe mode, and there's a couple of different things weirdly happening in here. So you can see widgets will not work or load in here. Applications, some of them for you probably also became transparent like this, or these ones right here. And this is normal. Safe mode is designed for troubleshooting your device, and if you don't really have any kind of problems, there's no reason for it to boot into here, because it does this. It prevents applications that aren't default Android apps from loading or even running in any kind of way. And even if you try to open them up, it will get you this pop-up that downloaded apps are disabled in this mode. This is done for troubleshooting purposes. If you, for instance, are something like an app developer and you create some kind of application that is messing about on how you can use your device and making it impossible, you could basically boot it into safe mode, manage that application as it can no longer run whatsoever, and then once you're done, you just hold the power button again and select restart. And this will now bring you back to the normal mode. And there we go. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is Nubia RedMagic Astra gaming tablet, and today I would like to show you how you can set up an alarm clock. Begin by opening clock and tapping on alarm at the bottom left corner. Then choose this plus icon and adjust your alarm however you want to in this pop-up. First of all, set up an hour. Then click on Once, Weekdays or Custom. If you decided to select Custom, pick days of the week manually and tap on Save. Now you need to scroll down within this pop-up to manage all of those options. The simplest one is Vibrate when ringing. To turn off or on vibration, just manage this switcher. To label your alarm, tap on Label, type in whatever you wish, and choose OK. Now select Alarm Tone. And over here you can either click on one of those options and tap on Apply at the bottom right corner, like that. Or scroll all the way down to choose all ringtones. This way you can tap on music to pick any song from your tablet by clicking on it, or tap on alarm tone and pick one of those. Wherever you decided, when you're done, hit OK at the bottom right corner. Go back thanks to this arrow at the top left corner. And last but not least, tap on snooze. Now you can switch it on or off thanks to this switcher, and if you decided to enable it, select how many minutes it will take and how many times it will repeat. Go back and save your new alarm thanks to this checkmark at the top right corner. As you can see, mine was successfully created. To edit it, click on it, make any changes, and click on the checkmark. To turn it on or off, use this switcher next to it and pick the best option for you from the pop-up. To turn it back on, use the same, now gray switcher. If you want to delete any of your alarms, hold the chosen one and use the delete button at the bottom. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how we can enable power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, and then swipe down again, which will extend the list of visible toggles. Now, somewhere here you should have a power saving mode. Now, if you don't see it, just like I don't, it will mean that we need to add it ourselves. And we can do so by clicking right here on this pencil. Scroll down. And somewhere below here, you should find your power saving mode. You can see one right over here. I'm going to check if there is another one. Looks like this is the only one. So anyway, to add this, we're going to hold it and the text right here will change. Now we can drag it over, drop it, go back, and you can see we have it now added. So in here, you can just simply tap on it. It turns on. As you can see, well, barely can see. Battery turns green to indicate that it is right now enabled. Now we can also, I believe, hold it. And here we have just relatively limited options for our power saving mode, but we can set it up so it automatically turns on when the battery level falls to 15% or below, and we can also have it automatically, I believe, turn off. Yep, turn off power saving mode manually, automatically when battery is basically above 90%. So when you start charging it and you charge it to 90%, it automatically turns it off. The 90% you can't change, but the auto turn on percentage you can. As you can see, you can drag this around to whatever percentage you want. So if you obviously want to use the percentage, make sure it's on. Now, one more thing, when you turn it on, you can't change it when it's enabled. So if you're trying to change this, adjust this, you first need to turn it off. Okay. Now, one last thing in here is when your power saving mode is enabled by default, I think, right? Let's turn it off. Yep. You can actually turn off one more toggle, which is the reduce refresh rate. By default, your display will be reduced to 60 frames per second when power saving mode is enabled. So if you don't like that, if you like that nice smooth motion, then you can toggle that off. But keep in mind, higher refresh rate will increase battery drain. So if you can set it to some lower one, like the 61 right here, this will get you better battery life, but this only impacts screen on time. So anyway, you also seen to turn it on and off, you all you need to do is just click on this toggle, turn it on, click on it again to turn it off. So there we go. Now that sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to enable the night light or a comfort mode. So let's begin with opening the settings. Right here in this left section we have to scroll and find the display. As you can see right here we've got the night light. However, before I will enter this option, let me quickly turn off the dark mode so you will be actually able to see the changes. I know that it might be not the most comfortable way but this is for the purpose for the video. So let's go to the night light, and first of all let's tap on turn on now. So now you can see that the screen turned yellowish or even amber. It is basically in order to filter the blue light. What's more, it will be much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light. So if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. Here we've got the intensity for the filter. So we've got it on the recommended set, but we can go to the left and make it cooler. It is actually almost invisible, and by going to the right we can make it much warmer. Here we can also reduce the white point, so basically it simply looks like changing the brightness of the screen and kind of the contrast, but not really. I'm not the biggest fan of this option, but I believe that it could be useful whilst, for example, reading. So changing the contrast will be such a relief for your eyes. You can also turn this option automatically just by using this switcher here, so let's simply tap on it, and we've got two different options from which we can choose. So either we can turn it on at custom time, so we can freely choose the start and the end time, and your device will apply the mode accordingly, of course. It was applied because we are between the start and the end time. Or we can set it from sunset to sunrise, and here your device will automatically decide when the sunsets and sunrises are. It is location based. Alright, so this is the customization of the eye comfort, and if you wish to have much faster access to this option, simply unroll the top bar, and it depends. If you've got it in one place, simply unroll it right in the middle. If you've got the control center separately, just unroll it on the right side. Open it and try to find the eye comfort. That's why I've started with the customization, because after that your device should at least automatically add this toggle to the control center. If it didn't, no worries, just tap on this edit icon here, localize the icon and the night light somewhere there, and tap on it and hold it and then drag it to this first section. So this is how you can add it manually, but hopefully your device will decide to add it automatically. And to turn it on you have to simply tap on it, and to turn it off tap on it again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to change the default home launcher on your RedMagic Astra tablet. So your tablet has two pre-installed launchers. One is the System launcher and the other one is the game launcher, and then they can be switched by simply switching this toggle to the left to enter your game launcher, or to the right to enter the System launcher. And yeah, the launcher can be set in settings. However, the launcher setting in the settings menu, it kind of conflicts with the toggle. So the toggle is pretty much static and it only works one way. So switch to the left game mode, to the right System mode. And if we go to the apps menu, then default apps, then home launcher, we can of course switch the default launcher to the game launcher, but then if we switch the toggle to the left, the game launcher will once again turn on, and if we switch the toggle to the right, it will be disabled. And now if we go back to settings, the System launcher once again will be the default one. So yeah, so basically this toggle overrides system settings. However, if you want to use a different launcher, so if you want to use a third-party application as a launcher, then you can easily download it and replace your system launcher with it. Now, to do that, you just have to go to your Play Store and search for a launcher you want to download. So, for example, Niagara launcher. Let's install it. And now we don't have to open it. Just go to Settings, then go to Apps, then go to Default Apps, Home App, and let's change it to Niagara launcher. And let's see if it will conflict with the game launcher. So right now we are in the Niagara launcher, and let's switch to the game one. Okay, so we are in the game launcher, and switch to the right will actually switch us to the Niagara, back to Niagara instead of the system one. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And now to switch your launcher back, just swipe down the control center, open Settings from here, then go back to Apps, and then Default Apps, then Home App, and let's change Niagara launcher to System Launcher. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So I imagine that this video will be especially useful if you've accidentally changed the language and you have no idea where to get in the settings to change it. So I'll try to do it as slow as possible, but feel free to simply stop the video or watch it several times to actually get into the specific option. So the first thing we have to do is to find the settings. So this is the app with a gear icon. It should be somewhere here, or if not, just swipe your finger from the bottom to the top of your device to open the full list of applications. And here all you have to do, all you have to do is to localize the app with the gear icon. So just tap on it. Usually you will start right here. So all you have to do in this left section is to scroll all the way down and find the option system. So localize this this option with arrow icon, or you can simply scroll all the way down, and not the last option but the option before is the system. So just tap on this option. All right. And this is what you will see. Now all you have to do is to localize the second option, which is languages. So just tap on the second option and tap on the first option, which is system languages. So right here, we've got the list of previously applied languages. So if you can find your language here, you're in the best position actually, because all you have to do is to tap on it and hold it and drag it to the very first position. Just like that. Your device will ask you whether you want to change the system language to the one you've just chosen. So all you have to do to confirm is to tap on change, so the option on the right. And as you can see, our new language has been applied at the top of the list, and now the whole system is displayed in the chosen language. If you are in the situation that your language is not here, no worries. Just tap on this plus icon. And now you've been transferred to the full list of available languages. So all you have to do here is to find your language and tap on it. You can also choose the region. So just tap. And as you can see, our language has been immediately applied to the list, but it is at the very bottom. It was not applied immediately. So tap on it and hold it and drag it to the very, very first position. Release your finger and then tap on this option on the right, which means change. And as you can see, we've got our language applied. If you'd like to remove the languages from this list, just tap on the, let me actually quickly change to English. all you have to do is to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on remove. Now you can mark the languages that you'd like to delete, so I'll remove all of them except English and tap on this trash bin icon in the right upper corner. Tap on remove, and as you can see, we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia RedMagic Astra, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. Alright, so let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to find theme and personalization. So right here we've got this wallpaper section, so sorry, that was a misclick. Tap on wallpaper, and here we've got pre-installed wallpapers from which we can choose. And what is interesting here is that here we've got solid wallpapers, so let's say regular ones. We've got also animated options, like for example here, if you can see this, oh sorry, if you can see this this mark right here, you know that the wallpaper is animated like this one. Moreover, at the very top we've got the option inspired wallpapers, which I would say this name is kind of tricky because it suggests that it is, I don't know, created with AI, but it is actually a game. So, for example, we can apply something which is like a Flappy Bird. Here we've got the game in which we are just using the character and jump to find and catch those gems. So some nice options from which we can choose, to be honest. I'll begin with showing you how to apply a regular wallpaper, and after that maybe I'll show you the game. Alright, so to apply a regular wallpaper, we have to simply tap on it and then tap on Set As. Now we can set it as a home screen, lock screen, or both. So I'll choose both options, so let me tap on it, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been immediately applied, so it's quite easy. Moreover, let's go back. Moreover, if we've got the animated options, like here we've got only two, we can tap on it and tap on Set As, and as you can see, you can either set it on the home screen or both, because you cannot set the dynamic wallpaper as the lock screen. Alright, so either set both or home screen, and again it will be immediately applied. It is a really interesting option. And the last one, let's go back to the wallpapers, are inspired wallpapers, so let me tap on it, and all you have to do is to simply tap on the game that you'd like to apply. Here you can check it, so you can decide whether you like it or not. So just tap on start, and now you can simply play this game, and if you'll decide that you would like to apply it, all you have to do is to tap on apply, obviously. So just tap on apply, and obviously, and here you've got the tip that the game includes long pressing and clicking, etc. So just tap on apply, and as you can see, we've got our wallpaper applied to the home screen. We can also check the lock screen if you want to. However, the lock screen is still it is not the same as the home screen, so you can only apply the game on the home screen. The lock screen is completely different. So to be honest, also I highly recommend to simply remove the icons or kind of reorder them in order to have the place to actually tap on the screen and play. Of course, it won't work until you will tap on start. So you can normally use the home screen with the game applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to lock applications with either a password or a fingerprint on your RedMagic Astra tablet. First of all, we're gonna have to open the apps menu and find and open the private space application in here, then select setup password, and then create a password by drawing a pattern on the screen, or if you want a numeric password, select set password, and then enter the password in here. Then confirm it by entering it once again. Then you're gonna have to create a security question and give an answer to it in order to recover your password or restore your password in case you forget it. So here you can select one of the available security questions or select a custom one if you don't like any of these, and then give your answer into this field. So enter this field and then enter the answer, tap OK, done. Give the application all the permissions, enter your password, and then select app lock, since this is what we come here for. And now we want to select the applications that we want to lock with the app lock. So let's select the application or the applications by switching the toggle to the right next to them. And then to adjust the lock settings, tap the gear icon in the top right corner, then select lock mode and select how you want to lock your applications. So it can be either lock screen or lock screen or after use the app. So the application can be locked immediately after we closed it, or enter the lock screen, or immediately after the lock screen, or 3 minutes after the lock screen. Okay, so right now we have one application added here, and now let's try to open the application that we've protected. Let's to make sure that it will be, let's first lock the device and then unlock it. Okay, and so right now we're gonna have to enter the password to unlock this application and access it, or if you want to use a fingerprint scanner instead, then you're gonna have to enroll a fingerprint. I already have one enrolled, so I can unlock this application using the fingerprint. But if you didn't enroll a fingerprint for device protection yet, then go to settings and then scroll down to security and privacy menu. And here we're gonna have to scroll down to the device unlock, then fingerprint and face unlock, then enter your device's password, and then select fingerprint, and to enroll a new fingerprint, tap add fingerprint, and then tap start enroll, and start placing your fingerprint on your side button like this. Just place different parts of your fingertip and then lift your finger once you feel the vibration near the side button at the edges of your fingerprint, and then tap OK. And now we can unlock this application. It's not locked, but so right now we can unlock this application by pressing tapping the side button with another finger, and that's basically how you do it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will first want to open up content that you wish to capture. I'll be using home screen as an example for this, so it's already open and visible. At least that's one of the things that I'll be showing. So once your content is prepped, meaning open and visible, all you will need to do is just hold the power button and volume down at the same time, like so. And it captures a screenshot, giving you scroll capture and share options, which do automatically disappear on their own. So that's first thing that I wanted to show. Now there's one more thing that I do want to demonstrate that you might sometimes encounter, and give you maybe just a little bit of a workaround to this crap. So sometimes if you try to capture a screenshot, for instance, in your bank application, you notice that you probably can't. This is done for the privacy and security of the user of the device. So as an example, if you ever had some kind of malware on your device, and that malware uses something like screenshots or screen recordings to see, for instance, when you're typing in your PIN, you can imagine how detrimental to the security of your bank that would have been. So because of that, bank applications basically block this feature from being available. And as long as that application is open, you won't be able to capture either a screenshot or a screen recording. And this is, in a way, a good thing for bank applications. If you want to circumvent this in a way, you can just kind of download confirmations of payments, as usually that's what you'd want to capture anyway. So usually every bank has the option to just kind of download a PDF of a confirmation. But when it comes on to other applications like this abhorrent garbage right here as the first one, Netflix just does it because screw you, it's apparently your device's business to protect the privacy and security of the Netflix as a corporation. Like you should ever give two shits about it. All right, I have airplane mode on. Let's just turn that off. Whatever it is. Am I blind? Where the hell is the airplane mode? You know what? Hopefully it turned on. Yep, it turned on network, so that's good. Okay, so I don't know. So I do want to point out I am not logged into this. This application, when installed, never asks for any kind of permissions or anything like that. I don't even own Netflix account, therefore I have never agreed to terms of service or use. So let's try to capture a screenshot in here. By all intents and purposes, I never give it ability to do anything on my device. Oh, can't capture a screenshot due to what? Due to a reason of privacy security. Excuse me. What privacy and security? There is not a single shred of effing data of mine in here, considering I'm not signed in. You're not protecting me, you piece of shit. So know your place, you fucking trash. Which is right there. Now, for people that want to capture a screenshot for a service that they fucking pay for, you should be in your damn right to do so. After all, you pay for this, and all you get is an unshittified software. So, for that purposes, let's explore other things that you can do to capture a screenshot of a show that you might want to. Because you should be in your damn right to do so. So, we're going to navigate to our browser, though this one I don't think is the best one. And you can navigate to a website called pstream.mov. Now, I'm in no way affiliated with this, just heads up. And this does, from my tests, works better with the extension downloaded that they want you to download. And actually, I'm going to show this because it won't show up right now. So I'm going to open up Chrome instead. There we go, Chrome. Come on. There we go. So, in here, you can see we have movies, we have TV shows. So let's just say you want to capture a screenshot of something, which, like I said, you should be in your damn right to do so when you're paying for this. And even if you're not really paying for this, you should also be able to capture it. You're not breaking any kind of law by capturing a damn screenshot of a show. It's not copyright. Let's be freaking honest about it. A single screenshot on a, 30-minute show or movie that is over an hour long is not violating any kind of copyright. There is no reason why this is happening. Screen recording falls under the same thing, and that could potentially be, but again, you're paying for it and it's your damn business what the hell you're recording on your phone or tablet. So anyway, let's just open up, so let's just go with the newest one, right? So here's what I was talking about, the plugins. It definitely works better if you get the extension for your browser from my testing, but you can go without it. And I have no clue what this extension actually does, apart from the fact that it finds more places to look for shows or movies. So it might have easier time loading something up. I'm going to mute the sound. well, it's not doing too well right now. So yeah, it seems like I've been trying this right now a couple of times, and it seems like it's been kind of failing. Let's try one more thing. This is basically the same thing, just a different one. So different site, same kind of logic. Let's try the same thing. This one opens up ads. Oh, okay, this one seems to work better. Now, like I said, this one opens up ads. And hey, guess what? Once it actually starts playing the damn thing, or, you know, it doesn't even need to start playing the thing. It's technically already open, right? Wow, I captured a screenshot on the content. Oh, and now it's actually playing, so let's do that again. Oh, another thing, it definitely loads content better with those damn plugins. So, again. Anyway, so now if we go back to our Photos app, in here you can navigate to Collections. And in Collections, you'll be able to find all your screenshots that you've captured in the screenshot album right over here. And in this album, you'll find screenshots and screen recordings, but it's so much easier to find whatever you're looking for in here, rather than on the Photos tab, or the main tab, where you have just primarily photos, videos, sometimes screenshots and screen recordings as well. So here is definitely the go-to option. And hey, look at that. There's this screenshot that is capturing a show playing. And here are the normal screenshots. And this one was this wasn't Netflix. I wasn't able to capture it after all. So anyway, that's about it. Now, I hope you found this video helpful, especially showing you some workarounds that are questionable. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you will want to open up your settings. There we go. And in here, on this side panel, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to System. And before I actually go through resetting, I want to talk about backing up your device. Now, there is in here probably going to be two different ways of backing up your device. So here, where we have backup, you can click on it, and this backup will be done through Google. Now, this is one that you can use, but I would probably recommend against it, as a backup method of this sort is not the best. So going quickly over this one, just so you're aware of what the limitations of it is, and from there you can decide if you want it or not. So for instance, photos, videos, number one, you can see it's turned off right here. That's when you open up Photos application, you can choose to sync it or not, and it means syncing it to the cloud. Now, backup right here is a very inaccurate kind of term of what this is doing. It's not actually backing up your data. What it is doing is just uploading it to the cloud for Google to do whatever the hell they want with it, as they always do. And from there, Google gives you the ability to kind of access it in a way, right? So when you sign into your account, usually on a device, when you open up Photos application, it shows you photos even though you haven't uploaded any on new device. It's because it's pulling it from the cloud if you turn that on. And the photos and videos, you're only limited to about 15 gigabytes at the moment, as this is the storage limit of Google, unless you're paying for more. Now, that's one thing that you can back up. Now, another thing would be applications. So any kind of application that you have installed on this device. If I close this up, let's see, do I have anything here? Block Blast, maybe? I don't think this is like default application. So let's just say that it is installed application. So assuming you install this from Play Store, it's going to get backed up. But the backup is, again, very crappy way to describe it, as it's not actually physically backing up this APK right here. What it is doing is just giving itself a note. The backup, it's giving itself a note that you downloaded this application from Play Store, so later on when you're restoring this, supposedly restoring your device, re-download this application from Play Store again. Now, this poses some limitations. Number one, if your applications that you're trying to back up didn't originated from Play Store, so let's just say you downloaded them from GitHub, and even though they exist on Play Store, you got yours from outside of it, that application will not be touched. Google will not give two craps about it, so it's just going to get completely ignored as though it doesn't exist. As a backup, that's a shitty way to back up your device. And furthermore, if you even back up something that is from Play Store, let's assume you downloaded a Yuzu emulator. I think it was on Play Store. And then Nintendo comes in swinging their meat and handing out lawsuits. Well, that application gets removed. And even though you have Yuzu right now on your device before you back it up and after you back it up too, then you reset your device and trying to restore this application that you clearly have backed up, you won't be able to because that application no longer exists on Play Store. It's been removed. Therefore, your backup, supposed backup, which is supposed to contain it, doesn't have anywhere to download it from, at least not from Play Store. So in this kind of way, like I said, it's a very shitty way to back up your device and very limiting. Now, there is usually another way to do it. So in here, we should have change phone. Is that this thing? Yep. So there we go. It's the phone switch application. Now, this will be basically on every ZTE phone, which obviously includes Nubias and RedMagics, right? So this will be a good option to use that will be very dependent. And this is the thing that I would recommend using, or applications like this. Now, I'm saying like this because most bigger companies that offer any kind of phones tend to have their own version of this. And this application is designed to help you move to their device and in between their own branded device, but not out of them. So for instance, I would not be able to use this specific application, the phone switch, which is from ZTE, to move my data from this tablet to, for instance, Samsung. When I download this application on Samsung, because I would need to download it there, it comes provided on the device, every ZTE device, but Samsung has its own that comes provided with theirs. So I would need to download this specific one to connect these devices together. And when I open it up, it would only give me the option that Samsung is an old device. The new one would be gone. So like I said, it only helps me move to the device, not from it. Now, this isn't necessarily that big of a deal, as like I said, most companies have their own. So if you're trying to move your data from here to a Samsung, instead you'd open up on the Samsung phone the Smart Switch, which is what Samsung uses, and then download Smart Switch on this device right here. And from there, you can select that again. Smart Switch will also give you the same thing with only one option on non-Samsung devices, which is that this would be the old device. So that's what you're going to select, connect these two phones together, and then you can select which data you want to move from here to your other device. Now, this can be done to either back up your device to an old phone if you want to, or just straight up migrate to a new one if you're going to be using it. And it just kind of poses that you will need to have both of these brands, companies, applications. So if you want to move back and forth from between like Samsung and the RedMagic right here, you would have to have RedMagic application on Samsung and Samsung application on RedMagic, and then you can just launch them interchangeably and move data back and forth like so. And this option is superior in every way compared to the Google one. It allows you to copy every single application physically that is installed right here, no matter where it originated from. Photos, videos aren't limited to a specific like storage capability of like 15 gigs. They're only limited to the device's storage limit, which most devices nowadays have like 128 256 gigabytes of storage and more. So I'm pretty sure it should be good enough with that storage for all the photos and videos. And obviously, same thing goes for applications. But if this device has 128 and your other device has that or more, obviously you're not going to run out of it. If this device can contain these applications, so can the new one. So anyway, that's it's pretty great. Anything else like contacts, your photos, call logs, messages, anything else gets also moved along, and you can independently select what you want to move. You have full control over that, which is superior in every way from Google, like I mentioned. So I highly recommend using that instead of the Google backup. Now, giving a couple more of these applications just so you're aware what to look for. So like I said, Samsung uses Smart Switch. This one uses Phone Clone, Phone Switch. Realme, Oppo, Vivo, and OnePlus, all 4 of them use Clone Phone. Huawei uses Phone Clone, the other way around. Motorola has Moto Switch, I think it is, and that's what I remember from the top of my head. So for depending on what brand of device you would have to look for that brand's application. Anyway, now with that out of the way, let's go back to our system right here, and we can select Reset Options. Here we're going to select Erase All Data, Factory Reset, and this will present you with a list of data that will be removed, which we shouldn't really worry about it too much considering we already went through the backup. Now, one thing that I do want to talk about though, here we have listed your Google account. So it says that it erases all data. Now, it erases the account that is signed in on the device itself. It doesn't do anything with the actual account itself. So if you have a Google account, nothing from it will be removed. It just will be signed out of from this device. But on every other device to retain, you can still log into it. So you don't need to worry about that one. Anyway, I'm going to select Erase All Data. If you have some kind of screen lock, you do need to confirm it. And then just confirm it the second time around. And you can see it's now formatting the device, factory resetting it. Now this here will take only below a minute, I believe. So it's a very quick process. And once it's finished, I'm going to come back and just kind of close up the video. Oh, and as you can see, it's already finished. So from here, you can set up your device however you like. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a RedMagic Astra, and today I'll show you how you can record a screen on this device. So, to get started, I'm going to mention that there's a couple different ways you can actually record a screen on here. So one, and probably the most common one, would be to basically just swipe down and then just clear the notifications. And then in here, in this area right here, once you swipe down again, you will see somewhere the screen recording toggle. So let's see if I can quickly find it. Or it looks like it's not added by default. So in this case, we're going to do that ourselves by clicking right here on this pencil. And below here, you should have there we go, screen recorder. So once you see this one, looks like we need to hold it and then drag it to the top, drop it, go back, and you can see it's now added. So from here, you can either tap on it to start recording, or you can hold it, and this will take you to these settings. And I do recommend going in here at least once the first time around, so you can check out things like the video quality and change the recording sounds. So quality wise, we are set to medium. How about no? We're going to set it to high. Now for some reason it doesn't really tell us the resolution right here, but I presume the medium as usual will be the 720p, while high will be 1080p. So also bitrate should be higher. So obviously you do want to select it to the high one, as this is just generally what should be the default option at this point. In terms of sound, you can choose to record microphone or system sound or both. And if you're planning to do both, I would recommend using some kind of headphones or just muting the speakers, because otherwise microphone might pick up the system sound the second time around, as system sound is being recorded internally through software. So when a microphone, when the sound comes from the speaker and microphone picks it up, it obviously would pick it up the second time, creating this unwanted echo effect. And that's really all the worth mentioning information right here. So I'm just going to close this up. So that's one way you can actually record it. The other way, before I start recording, is to enter the game space. And I'm just gonna let's add something that isn't okay. I guess I'm gonna add bulking, whatever. So the second one is, come on. Okay, so it's entering right now the space. Unfortunately, the application that I've chosen is in portrait mode, so it's forcing that. Typically, it would be landscape. There we go. So you can see from here, once you pull the game space out, you have a bunch of different toggles. Now at the bottom, I believe it is. Yep, at the bottom you have the screen recorder. So you can tap on it, and it does the same thing. Now this one obviously is, I'm showing it because it's accessible to you through a different means, as you have to swipe from a side when you have the game space launched, and it will be at the bottom. While the other one, if we go back, if you find this one here, you just need to tap on it. It does the same thing. You also have the sound options as a middle option right here if you want to change them at any point. But anyway, let's start recording by clicking on this red circle. And here's our timer. So whatever you'll do right now will be recorded by the device for the most part. So let's open up something maybe like YouTube, let's say. So there we go. Damn, that is buttery smooth. And once you're done recording, you can interact with this overlay right here. Click either pause if you want to just stop the recording for a brief moment to maybe, I don't know, type in a password, something like that. And then you can resume it, or you can just click on the square. And this obviously will stop the recording and save it to your Photos application. So, opening up Photos app. You can navigate to collections, and in here you should be able to find it. Typically, I believe under screenshots or videos, but in my case, just because the Google account is signed in, it's actually not going to be here. So for me, it's going to be on this device instead, and you can see screenshots right here, and screen recordings are also in screenshots, full album. So right now you can see it play it back. Now I want to point out, you typically will be able to record most applications, but there will be some apps that you will not be able to record. And this will be due to the feature of Android that is designed to protect the privacy and security of the user. Now, this is most time when you're going to encounter this, it's not going to be done to protect you in any kind of way. It's going to be to protect the application and its privacy, not yours, which is I find it a little bit annoying. So I'm going to be showing you how you can circumvent that bullshit, because you shouldn't be the one responsible to protect whatever that application wants you to protect without ever even asking you for permission to do so. So to give you the correct way that this usually works is, for instance, bank applications. Bank applications black screen recorders, and when you try to record them, all you will get is just a black screen. And this is good because if you had ever maybe downloaded in the future some kind of malware, that will be able to see the screen. Sorry for that. So if you ever downloaded some kind of malware that would see your screen when you're, for instance, typing in the PIN to your bank, then obviously your bank would become very unsecure for that reason. And when it's blocking it, obviously whatever malware tries to see it will see just a black screen. Now, in this case, that's great. And also bank application gives you options to capture whatever kind of maybe confirmation of payments or stuff like that you want to download as an option. So that's great. It might remove one option, but gives you other. Now, when it comes down to other bullshit things that aren't actually present right here, at least I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, we have, this doesn't count. Yeah, we don't have Netflix right here pre-installed, or Spotify, or any garbage streaming application. Those will be usual culprits for this bullshit use. And typically Netflix, for instance, and Spotify come pre-installed on a lot of devices, and I find it absolutely disgusting that a piece of shit app that comes pre-installed with my device without my permission decides to change what I can do with my device just because an application is open. And to put that in perspective, here you'd have to download it yourself, but that doesn't change the fact that you would never actually have to agree to terms of service or use of the application itself. And you could download it and not own an account, right? I can just straight up, for instance, actually do this right now. So I can navigate in here. No thanks. We're going to search for, there we go, for, so I'm just going to demonstrate this. Now, keep in mind, typically this comes pre-installed on a lot of devices, and I personally never did, nor do I right now, own Netflix account. Never set one up at all. So I have never agreed to terms of service or use in any kind of manner. This application is right now freshly installed. Let's open it up. So you can clearly see it didn't ask for any kind of permissions or anything like that. I am not signed in. Off we go to record. Boom. So I'm right now recording Netflix, right? We have a page visible. Different things. I'm not signed in. There was no question to basically allow anything. Stop, go back into our application right here. Oh, there we go. It was processing it in the background. So this is Netflix open, by the way. It's doing that without my permission whatsoever. It never even asked for it. Now, because I consider this to be an absolute disgusting overreach of corporate power, I'm going to be showing you how you can circumvent that. Because if you're paying for services, no matter what they are, and you want to capture a damn screen recording or a screenshot, which you should be in your damn right to do so, especially when you're paying for this, there is no reason or exception for this bullshit right here. So if you ever want to do that, or maybe you just want to ditch Netflix because go screw yourself, Netflix, we can go to our browser, and in here, this is something that I started using. So it's a pstream.mov site. Boom. And this is basically the equivalent of Netflix, but it actually contains Netflix and all the other shows. They're actually low. There we go. So we have movies, we have TV shows, and it works okay. I can't say it works perfect. It works definitely better if you download one of their plugins. So as an example, if I try to open this up, you can see it tells me a couple different things. I can use the default one without a plugin, which will work for the most part, not always, but it will. While if you download their recommended plugin for browser extension, which I have no idea what it does, just putting that out there, I'm in no way affiliated with this, it usually starts to find more repositories or like sources that it can play this show or movie from. So obviously it would be a little bit easier, more convenient. But let's see, trying to use the default one. Let's see if it's going to load it. So here's the different like places what we'll look for, and as you can see, just filtered through shitload of them. Okay. So that's what I was kind of getting at. Usually this browser extension will be a good option, as obviously I'm not watching anything right now, or also not being able to capture anything because of it. Oops, I clicked on the ad. Damn it, I don't want an ad. So let's see anything else, maybe Stray Arcane, just as a... Well, this isn't doing any better. Anything that will work here? Interesting. Maybe it's the browser. I have no clue. But in general, I was able to get it to work without it. Like I said, plugin-wise, works better. So, and here, you can capture videos, screenshots, whatever, as you're not actually downloading any kind of application, you're using this on a browser. So browser always allows you to do this, and no matter what you have open on a browser, you always can capture whatever you want. So that's a way to kind of circumvent this BS that places like this will put on you without even ever asking you for permission. Now anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia RedMagic Astra, and today I will show you how we can hard reset this tiny little tablet. So before I get started, I'm going to quickly mention that this reset refers to resetting it through recovery mode, and also it will allow you to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you don't know. So do I have any kind of screen lock right here? Yes, I do. So I have a pattern. So I'll be proceeding with this process as though I don't know the pattern from the lock screen. But before I do so, I do want to talk about a couple more things. So number one, when doing this kind of process in order to get rid of a lock screen, typically this will result in your device becoming FRP locked. And this means that when you're going to the setup of your tablet, you will be forced to verify either the screen lock or the Google account that was signed in on the device. And if you can't provide one of those, you won't be able to finish up the setup of the device. Therefore, you'll be stuck in it. And virtually your device becomes kind of unusable, right? Because it's not like you can do anything really on the setup screen. Now this will only happen if you have a Google account signed in. If you only have a screen lock and no Google account, then the device will reset and you can set it up without verifying anything. So that's first thing. Number two, if it's locked for you and you can't verify it, there is a small chance, obviously you have nothing to lose, that you can take it to one of those like GSM stores which sells used devices. You can usually see them by having the used phones in a window. Go in there and you can ask if they remove FRP verification. If they do, bring them their tablet, they're going to get rid of it and you're good to go. Now, I don't know if this is still possible in there. I used to do this kind of things as a video because you could have done this at home without any kind of tools or without paying anything. But because Google patched up basically everything, this is no longer possible for me to show you how to do it without any tools or for free. Now, one last thing that I do want to talk about is the data. When doing a reset of your tablet like this, you will lose all the data that is stored on it. So I'm going to quickly talk about backing up your device so you don't get to lose all your data. So if you're interested in that, stick around. That's going to take me like 6 minutes or so to go through this. And if you don't care, just skip forward that 6 minutes or so to the point where I start actually a reset. So for people that do care, there's two different ways that you can back up your device. So one, and probably the most common one, the easiest to do, would be the Google one, which there's a chance that you've already been partially doing it, as whenever you open up something like Photos, it gives you this bullshit right here. Oh well, this is the sign-in page, but when you are signed in, instead it's going to give you the sync your photos and stuff like that. So if you proactively are not trying to block this from happening like I am, most likely your photos, videos are already synced up to 15 gigabytes of them. Google limits the cloud storage that they give you for free to 15 gigabytes at the moment. So anything above that just stays on your device. Anything that was before that 15 gigabytes gets uploaded. So chances are 15 gigs of your media is already on the cloud. And if you have less than 15, then everything is on the cloud. Now, same thing goes for contacts, email addresses, and all that jazz, along with applications, as long as these applications came from Play Store. So anyway, let's go into the settings right here, and we're going to go to System and Update, and right here you will have backup. This one will be through the Google account, and you just basically have to be signed in, and you can back up your device right now, and it will only back up the missing things, which would be missing photos, assuming again it's not past the 15 gigabytes, and any kind of applications along with other data. Now, like I was talking about the applications, only if they came from Play Store, and I generally don't recommend doing the Google backup. I don't recommend even uploading data to Google, as it's such a shit way to manage your data. It's limiting, It's not secure, as Google basically monetizes the living shit out of it, and you have zero privacy. Your data is most likely used for training AI models, and it's with caveats. Everything there that you upload is with a freaking caveat. And the biggest caveat for me is the fact that if you're trying to back up applications, if they didn't come from Play Store, they get completely left behind. Google doesn't give two shits about them. Hey, it didn't come from Play Store, not our monkey, not our circus, not our monkeys. We don't give two shits about it. You can deal with yourself. That's number one. And number two, continuing with applications, if, for instance, you had on this device something like a, for instance, Yuzu emulator, and you want to back it up because it's no longer on Google App Store because Nintendo decided to hand them out lawsuits like it's Halloween candy, so they had to remove it from the store, and you still have it on your device and it works. Well, you want to back up that device. For fuck's sakes, this is literally called a backup, right? If we go in here, it's called backup. So how the shit are you creating a backup without backing up data? Because when it comes onto these applications that you physically have right now on your device, when you would back them up, logically thinking, you can restore this application. I mean, even though it doesn't exist on Play Store anymore, you physically backed it up right now from your device. That would be the logical thinking. This is Google. We shouldn't be doing that. Google is filled with stupid morons that vibe code at this point. So, what you get instead is this backup basically acts as a literal cliff note. You know, a sticky post-sticky note that is written on it. When this backup is being restored, re-download Yuzu from Play Store. Oh, Yuzu doesn't exist on Play Store? Well, tough shit, you're not downloading it then. We can skip that one, which obviously for a device that was backed up, skipping applications because they no longer exist on the official store is a moronic backup, which is very limiting and just shit as a backup. So, with that out of the way, what you can instead use is ZTE's proprietary backup kind of backup, or more like migration software. If you can find it, it was, oh, there we go, phone switch. Oops, I misclicked. Phone switch right over here. So this application will work great. Oops, I screwed up. But anyway, this application will work great. And you will use this specific one if you're planning to migrate the information from this device, application, contacts, and all that stuff, without any limits, to another ZTE device. Obviously, ZTE would imply Nubia RedMagic and other things that are from the same company, right? So you can then move all your data to that device and just have a copy of it. Now, if you are switching to for instance, a new tablet and you're resetting this one for this purpose and you want to back it up for that purpose, then if that new device is not ZTE branded one, like RedMagic or Nubia or whatever, then you will most likely need to download the equivalent application of the other company. So as an example, here I have a Samsung. Samsung has their own application. It's called Smart Switch. Things like Huawei use Phone Clone. Oppo, Realme, OnePlus, and Vivo use Clone Phone. Motorola uses Moto Move, Xiaomi, Mi Mover, and so on. So you need to check out what the application for that device is, and then download it on this tablet. And the reason you need to download a different application is because when trying to back up your device this way, companies like, for instance, Nubia here, will create this kind of application to help you move to their device and between their devices. Obviously, they're spent money to develop this application. They're not going to develop it so you can ditch them easily, right? And every company does the same thing. So this is not just, Nubia or ZT. Every company does, or not every, but most companies, when they make this kind of application, they will allow you to move to them, but not from them. So that's why when you're trying to move data to Samsung, you need to download the Samsung's version of this application on here. And if you were trying to go the other way around from Samsung to here, you'd be downloading this application, the phone switch, on Samsung. So you'll basically be downloading the application of the device you're moving to. So when you download this application on the other device, it actually will give you only one option, that whatever you opened it up, this, so if I download this specific one on Samsung, it will only give me that Samsung device is my old device, right? So something to keep in mind when moving the other way around. And same thing, if I download the smart switch on here, it will give me that this is an old device. Now you can do this kind of migration as a means of a backup to an old device if you have one laying around that you just don't care, and it will be used only to store the data. And again, just download the application, move the data, and you're good to go. And I do recommend dealing with this a little bit crappy design where you need to download each company's different application for this, as the process of migration here and the data control that you have is superb between like every device almost that has this. You can basically move over things like applications, the actual applications. They're not being like done like a Google backup. They're actually being moved. So if this application no longer is being found anywhere on the internet, hey, you can move it from one device to another. So that's great. You can additionally move things like app data. So any kind of settings that is assigned to that application, you can move that too, so you don't need to set it up again. And everything else between like photos, contacts, logs, and all that jazz, everything gets moved, and you have control over every single shred of this data that you want to move, an individual portion of it that you can move. So that's why I recommend using this. Now anyway, now that we're done with this explanation, we can move on to the reset. So let's lock the device. Here's my lock screen, and I'm going to start off from here as though I don't know it. So I'm going to just hold the power button, and this will bring up my boot options. And from here, we're going to select power off. Now the device will turn off, and when it does, you're going to hold power button and volume up at the same time. So let's do it right now. Power, volume up, and let go of the power button when you see the RedMagic logo. And this takes us to the recovery mode. So here we can now let go of the volume up that we're still holding. And to navigate, you will need to use volume up or down button, each navigating respectively. So volume up would navigate up and down would go down. So we're going to start pressing volume down in order to select wipe data. And when it's selected, press the power button to confirm it. We're going to confirm it again as the factory reset is already selected. And reset. Yes. Data wipe complete, so we're good to go. We can now go back to previous page, reboot, and this will continue. There we go, resetting the device in the background. And once it's finished, which only takes like less than a minute, we will be presented with the setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, this was stupidly fast. We're already finished, and you can now set up your device however you like. Or you will need to verify it. If you need to verify it, you'll have a little lock icon somewhere in the status bar. But in any case, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.